Live. What up, people? It's a bunch of people here. Hello,
Is it?
Everyone, what's going on? How are you guys today?
Hello, everyone. Yo, you didn't just hit up with the Spider-Man. Hello, everyone.
Hey guys.
From Civil War.
Hey guys.
Hey guys. How you doing? Spider-Man here. Shit. So we here, so we might as well. I'm going to do the intro because it's still job early. Welcome everyone to the Black Culture Geeks podcast. This is my man SBJ.
You
and I am Tombstone the Dead Man, and we are just a couple of geeks talking about pop culture from a black perspective.
Facts
indeed. Now, what I've been told is the proper thing to do after there's a significant holiday is to wish your audience a very happy whatever holiday it is, and so forth and so on. However, just for me, I feel weird doing that about this particular holiday.
Well, I don't, because I don't wish anybody a happy Thanksgiving. I wish people happy Turkey Day.
Right.
That's always been my thing. Like, happy Turkey Day. Like
I'm just saying,
any message in my phone that started for me in relation to this past holiday, happy Turkey Day. Yeah. I might throw a little gobble gobble in there.
But... Yeah. That's really kind of how I approach the whole thing as well, like Turkey Day.
Yeah, because we're not gonna act like
I eat turkey.
Yeah, we know what happened.
That other stuff. Yeah. It feels weird. It does. Yeah.
We know what happened.
Right, we know what happened, so I can't really. But also acknowledge that this is where we live, what we live. These are the conditions. These are the things. These are the parameters, right? So people want to do people about the parameters. People want to find ways around obstacles, over obstacles, under obstacles to be able to do the same basic thing without the baggage. But the acknowledgement of the baggage, much appreciated by me anyway, from people who acknowledged instead of the denial of because that's how the empire stays empiring. It doesn't necessarily start, I'll put it like this. It might start with force of arms, but after force of arms, it's conditioning. Yep. It's narrative building. It's propaganda. That's how they keep empiring, right? I can't really be a part of that. My particular, it's enough that I participate in enough of it. Yeah. Like it's enough, all right? It's enough. But still, I hope all of you had a great day with your family, your loved ones. You ate a bunch of food, all of that. Play some video games. Going to definitely get into when I talk about my week. And specifically that day, things about that very thing right there, watching the games and all of that. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. But yeah,
you don't know games
are here.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, we are. As far as I understand. No, not this time. You're probably. Oh, my bad. Yeah, we're here. Let's get this on the road. Let's see. The topic for today is I don't know if you guys see the title. The title is Brotherhood.
We're brothers.
No,
well, we sing
apparently we're not. Apparently not brothers. The Brotherhood myth, a forensic analysis of transactional dynamics in the music industry through the T-Pain and DJ Khaled schism. Introduction. The semantics of survival in hip hop. The lexicon of the music industry, specifically within the cultural spheres of hip hop and R&B, is built upon a foundation of familial terminology. The words brother, fam, cousin, uncle are frequently deployed not to describe biological lineage, but to denote professional alliances. This linguistic.
Also, isn't that kind of unique amongst the black
Yes,
artists?
it's a black thing. It's a black thing.
Yeah.
And it's not limited to industry either. We do that in real life as well. But this one's specifically about the industry. The linguistic co-option serves a specific sociological function. It creates a sense of tribe and loyalty in a hyper-competitive, high-risk environment. For decades, this veneer of kinship has been accepted as a standard operating procedure, a way to navigate the treacherous waters of fame where trust is a scarce commodity. However, the efficacy of this social contract relies entirely on the premise of reciprocity, the idea that the family protects its own when the spotlight fades.
Mm-hmm.
The other day, this unspoken contract was publicly shredded by Fahim Rashad Naim, known globally as T-Pain. During an appearance on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast, T-Pain delivered a searing critique of industry relationships that transcended mere celebrity gossip.
I didn't see it, and I only saw a clip or two, and it didn't last long.
Yeah,
because I saw more commentary about it than the actual clip.
Yeah.
So he must have. What I saw of it though,
yeah. Listen, goddamn. And I've seen him speak on this before, kinda. On his podcast. Not to, maybe to, I don't know to what extent, but it wasn't as clickbaity as this one was, and I don't think he did it on purpose. Yes. I think some time might have passed, and he might really feel away now about this particular thing. But who am I?
I think so.
His assertion that nobody is your brother was not a casual observation, but a fundamental dismantling of the industry's primary social currency by naming DJ Khaled, a figure synonymous with performative brotherhood and collaborative unity, as the primary avatar of this fake camaraderie. T-Pain exposed the deep structural fissures that exist between artists' utility and personal loyalty. This report serves as an exhaustive, multi-dimensional analysis of the fallout between T-Pain and DJ Khaled. It explores the historical context of their dominance in the mid-2000s, the economic and technological shifts that rendered their partnership obsolete, and the psychological toll of transactional friendship. Furthermore, it examines the Bugatti incident as a pivotal case study in industry displacement and analyzes the broader implications for a generation of artists navigating the transition from cultural ubiquity to legacy status. Through this lens, we reveal the cold economic logic that often lurks behind the warm embrace of the industry fam.
Yes.
Club Shay Shay podcast, hosted by Shannon Sharp, has evolved into a digital confessional for Black public figures. Sharp's interviewing style, disarming, conversational, and persistent, often elicits moments of vulnerability that traditional press junkets suppress. T-Pain's appearance was ostensibly a retrospective celebration of his 20-year career. Victory lap for an artist who had survived the vitriol of the death of the autotune era to emerge as a beloved elder statesman and gaming mogul. However, the tone of the interview shifted dramatically when Sharp queried T-Pain about the wisdom he had accrued over 2 decades. T-Pain's demeanor, typically characterized by a buoyant, manic energy, settled into a somber, almost cynical gravity. His response was immediate and visceral. Nobody is your fucking brother. This statement serves as the report's primary effect. It is a conclusion reached after years of empirical evidence gathered in recording studios, VIP sessions, business meetings. T-Pain elaborated, everybody is your brother while they can use you. That is the quickest and most consistent thing I've learned in this business. The use of the word consistent is damning. It implies that betrayal is not a glitch in the system, but a feature. When T-Pain attempted to frame his comments as a general industry critique, stating, it's not a DJ Khaled type thing, his immediate pivot to Khaled suggests a specific unresolved trauma. The identifier. When I say shit like DJ Khaled, it's very apparent. DJ Khaled knows how to move. He knows how to do different things with people. The mechanism of betrayal. T-Pain described the cycle of extraction. You have seen so many... He said this to Shannon. I needed to clear that up before I say what I'm about to say. He said this specifically to Shannon Sharp, who was a football player.
Yeah.
He said, you've seen so many dicks in that locker room. None of them niggas are your brother. I'd rather you tell me what the business was and not have the brother aspect in there. This plea for transactional honesty over emotional manipulation is the crux of the issue. T-Pain argues that the invocation of brotherhood is a negotiation tactic designed to lower the cost of labor. If a relationship is framed as business, terms are dictated by market value. If it is framed as brotherhood, terms are dictated by loyalty, which often means the artist provides services, hooks, features, ghostwriting at a discount or for free, with the expectation of future reciprocity that never materializes. In the immediate,
what I don't understand though is why can't everybody get what they pose to get, and y'all still be cool? Like what?
Two things can be true, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be this way. He's still right, but it don't gotta be.
It don't have to be that.
Prime example. The vast majority of my people, I ain't gonna say vast majority, that might be a little bit of a stretch, but a decent amount of my people have things that they're good at, that they do. Like they do that shit.
Yes.
I never I'm never really in a situation where I ask them to do their services for free.
Right.
Now they offer their services for free.
Of course.
And, you know, in that situation, I will absolutely accept. But in the event that they was like, all right, here's the quote, I'd be like, all right, bet.
Right. Exactly.
Like, but that's to me. Like, and like, there are specific times where like, I won't even approach something unless I have already factored that in. Like,
right.
And vice versa. None of my people ask me to do anything for free. They see if I have availability,
right?
And I let them know that I'm in. Like my homegirl, the maternity shoot I just did. She didn't ask me to do that for free.
Right.
She asked me how much.
Right.
I told her I'm not charging you for this particular thing. Like, what? What are you talking about? Shut up. Fuck on my face. But yeah, what up, Gray?
What up, Gray?
So yeah, I mean, it's stuff like that. Like it can happen where both sides of the equation are satisfied.
Yeah.
What satisfaction means depends on the person and depends on the relationship.
And also in this particular field, well, I know back in the day at least, there was ways to get money, right? To get funding, like so if you needed a producer, right? And producer just happened to be a friend of yours who's dope as fuck,
right?
The record company,
pays
this thing, even though if it comes out of your such and such, they pay for it. So my thing is, why not make sure y'all can still? This is your man's, and you making sure your man's getting his.
Yeah,
like I don't understand how that
everybody eats.
Yeah, like
if there's a situation where everybody can eat, everybody should eat.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about it.
I mean, I feel the same.
Yeah, everybody.
I also know everybody from there, and also, I think at the core of what T-Pain said was that like they'll use the term my brother this familiar this and that, but in truth, I ain't talked to that nigga in like
that
3
part,
or 4 months.
Like a whole time, if the only way that I am familiar with you is because of this particular thing that we talking about discounts for,
yes,
it's likely we ain't really that familiar. It's likely. Is there a small possibility? Sure, of course.
Right.
But
most of the people I talk to on a daily basis, it's because we like that.
Right.
We like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's different.
Much different. Huge difference. Yeah. So, but also, let me add a little caveat to that. Also, though, it's not just the people that I talk to that often that might get that gratis. It might be the whatever situation I'm in, right?
Sure.
So, like, if that maternity shoot would have happened in January, I might have been like, here's the price.
Yeah, this is
how much it's gonna cost. because come January, the baby gonna be basically here, if not here. Right. So that's a little different of a situation.
Facts.
When I agreed to do the maternity shoot, we still had a bunch of money from the wedding.
Right.
So yeah, timing matters too. But again, everybody should be able to be satisfied in whatever way that they determine is satisfactory.
I agree.
That's how I agree.
I agree. And there's a lot of times I don't. There's a lot of times I don't charge. Most of the time, to be truthful, most of the time I don't charge the people. These are my close. I can do what? I know how to do what? Sure. You know what typically happens? The times when there's any exchange of money, they offer.
Yeah.
I don't. That's not the first thing.
Thanks.
But there's a tier level of people.
Yes.
Right. There's a tier level of motherfuckers that can always get. Say word. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah. Right. Yeah. There's a tier level of that. Right. And then there's tier levels like, sure, I like this person. It's going to cost you such and such.
Right.
But I like this person. Facts. Right.
Facts,
you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like
hard facts. Like, yeah, we are really cool, but
Ray says great audio today. Show sounds amazing.
Word. So in the immediate aftermath of the episode's release, the clip went viral, prompting T-Pain to issue a clarification on Instagram. He claimed he was speaking rapidly and meant to use Khaled as an example. As in he meant to say fucking DJ Khaled rather than fuck DJ Khaled. He asserted it's still love, but followed with a critical qualifier. I just learned how to move around niggas now.
All right, so like I said, I didn't watch the whole thing, and I'm going to go back and watch the whole thing to get proper context and all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
But the clip that I saw, that was what conviction I heard.
Oh, 100%. No, he's still upset about that shit. Without question. There is no way around. Yeah, no, there's no way around it. And I think this is just PR.
I do too.
Yeah, it's just PR. I mean, I'm fairly certain they haven't worked together since the incident that he's talking about.
Probably not.
But, PR for PR's sake.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes PR for PR's sake isn't about the person you're talking about.
Right.
So, yeah, I get it.
McKenna says, a few years ago, I helped support my best friend, Ben. He was going through some bad depression. Then, when we were moving out to Oregon, he covered a lot of the cost of gas, etc. Then helped me with my move to Columbia. When it's real friends, you always get each other's back.
Here's the thing.
In some way.
I look at it as a two-way tab.
Yes. Oh, that
I look at it as a two-way tab. Like if I fuck with you, we have a two-way tab. It's really that simple. A part of that is how I gauge the people that I fuck with, because generally, not to say that anybody can't come upon tough times,
absolutely,
but generally, the people that I associate with happen to have some type of progression and goals in their life. Now, shit happens, obviously. Niggas be on tough times, but on the whole, generally, they're not a sinkhole.
Yeah.
They're not, hey, I need you to do this. 2 weeks later, hey, can you help me out?
I need you this.
3 weeks later, I need you to do this. Right, 2 days later, hey, can you do this? It's generally not that with the people that I'm like that with. So I don't even add up the
and
cost.
It is such a thing as taking advantage.
Yes.
Of somebody, your relationship with somebody, and it becomes clear after a minute when that happens. Now again, life be lifing, right?
Facts.
So there are times where there is just this phase that your very close ones are going through where they require a little extra help than they usually do. Mm-hmm. But typically, if y'all close like that, you already know about why that's that way, right? Mm-hmm. So you already have the context for it.
Yeah. Generally, they're not going to come to you with some shit that you are completely unprivy to.
Right.
That's generally not going to be the situation. Like, there's very few people who are in that group of people that can come to me for some help, and I know zero about what happened to put them in that situation. Like, that's not realistic. Like, I would argue that if somebody comes to you like that and you know zero about what happened, I would argue you probably shouldn't help them.
Agreed.
At least not to you shouldn't put yourself out of the way.
Yeah,
to help them. Not to say don't help them at all, because I mean, come on, everybody needs help every now and then.
Right.
But yeah, like, be careful with that help for that particular person.
It's like, hey, great, that part. If we family, I ain't even gonna ask for a
facts.
That part. I don't even think about it like that.
Yeah.
Like that's not. But these things also need to be discussed.
Yeah. There are times when, like, depending on who it is, depending on the situation that it is, I might not really even have it.
Right.
And in that case, I'm like, yo, I got this, but I'm gonna need you to slide that back my way.
Right.
Yeah, like right now I got this, but I'm gonna need you to when you get right. When you get right,
get me right. That's
right. That's it. That's all.
Get me right. That's all.
But yeah, I mean,
see, those are also the type of people who there's a difference when you or they, individually or together, acquire a bag. Mm-hmm. These are the people that's included in the bag.
Oh, facts.
And you don't even think about, like, oh yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Like, what do you mean?
She's gonna. Yeah, like that's how you. Those are the people we're talking about in this high tier, right?
Facts.
Oh, if I'm straight, they straight.
Like,
that sort of shit.
Like, no? What do you mean? But yeah, so like I said, it's person dependent, relationship dependent, situation dependent. Everything has nuance. Like, there's no hard black and white, pretty much at all in my life. Right. And that's just how I carry things. But to pain.
Yes.
McKenna says, surprise.
He was bringing the pain.
Hold up. McKenna says, meanwhile, I've had to cut off a friend since we were 8 years old. That was a drain. I knew to not give her money straight out, so I bought her groceries, kids, stuff. Drug addiction is a hell of a thing. Facts. And surprise, when I wasn't able to send that friend money anymore, I stopped hearing from. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's the thing that happens.
I've been there.
That's the thing that happens. Absolutely Zero said, if it's a friend, family, person I'm close with and trust, they'll get me back with support when I need it. I'll do what I can. If it's taking food out of my mouth when I don't have enough to eat, obviously it's a different situation. Yeah, so T-Pain made the clarification. The clarification functions as a protective measure. In an industry as insular as music, burning bridges completely can be professionally fatal. However, the phrase "move around" indicates a permanent alteration in the relationship's topology. If it suggests avoidance, boundary setting, and a refusal to engage in the previous dynamic of open access, it is the diplomatic language of estrangement. Facts. To understand the magnitude of T-Pain's disillusionment, one must quantify the value he generated for DJ Khaled during their peak collaborative years. Between 2006 and 2012, T-Pain was not merely a featured artist on DJ Khaled's albums. He was the sonic architect of the We the Best brand.
Yes.
DJ Khaled's career is built on the role of the curator. He does not rap. He does not sing, and his production role is often one of executive oversight rather than beat making. His genius lies in assembling, quote, the Avengers of hip-hop on a single track. However, for this formula to work, he requires a unifying force, a melodic anchor that can tie together disparate verses from artists with little natural chemistry. For half a decade, T-Pain was that anchor. His unique application of auto-tune blended with a distinct R&B sensibility and hip-hop swagger created the dominant sound of the era. The list, 2007, I'm So Hood. Album, We the Best, Roll T-Pain Chorus / Hook. Chart performance, Billboard Hot 100, number 19. Cultural impact, defined the Florida sound, established the anthem format. 2008, Go Hard. Album, We Global, Roll T-Pain Chorus. Chart performance, number 69. Cultural impact, validated Khaled's ability to pair pop stars with street rappers. 2010, All I Do Is Win. Album, Victory. Roll T-Pain, Chorus Hook. Chart number 24. Cultural impact, 3 times platinum, became a global sports anthem, remains Khaled's most recognizable hit. 2011, Welcome to My Hood. Album, We the Best Forever. Roll T-Pain, Chorus Hook. Chart performance, 79. Cultural impact, reinforced the brand continuity, a sequel to I'm So Hood. The imbalance of value exchange. During this period, T-Pain was ubiquitous. He was featured on over 50 chart-topping singles. He did not need DJ Khaled to maintain his relevance.
At all.
Conversely, DJ Khaled's transition from a Miami radio DJ to a global brand was heavily dependent on T-Pain's voice. Brand identity. The We the Best sound was, for a long time, the T-Pain sound. Khaled's signature ad-libs were frequently layered over T-Pain's vocals. The reciprocity deficit. T-Pain's recent comments suggest that during this high-output era, the relationship was fueled by constant affirmations of brotherhood. Khaled, known for his hyperbolic praise, you smart, you loyal, likely used these affirmations to secure T-Pain's repeated participation. T-Pain now views this as a strategic extraction of his talent. While Khaled gained a catalog of timeless hits that he continues to tour on, T-Pain argues that the support was not reciprocated when his own career faced hit with. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to skip over that shit. English is stupid. But the fact that you have to change the way you pronounce the syllables in the same word because it gets conjugated is stupid as fuck. So it's reciprocity versus reciprocated. It's the same fucking root.
It's clunky.
Yeah.
It's clunky. And also, to me, it leads to the reality that's overlooked is that ancient languages that were simple made more sense.
Yes. Facts.
You got more people understood what you were saying without the extra work. They got it quickly.
A lot of those languages have more math in them than English does.
Yes.
English is very much less math. Spanish, it's a lot of math there.
Yes, it is.
It's a lot of math there. But anyway, the disillusion of the T-Pain Khaled Brotherhood was not a gradual drift, but a sharp break precipitated by a specific series of events in 2013. This period coincided with 2 major shifts: the rise of Future as the new melodic force in hip-hop and T-Pain's own financial and professional crisis. By 2013, the sonic landscape of hip-hop was evolving. The bright, major-key, pop-infused auto-tune style of T-Pain was being challenged by a darker, minor-key, trap-heavy application of the technology, pioneered by I can't stand this nigga's name. Navadius Demon Wilburn, known as Future. DJ Khaled, whose business model relies on relevance, pivoted aggressively. As T-Pain noted in the 2013 interview with Vibe, Khaled deals with who's hot at the time, so of course he don't need T-Pain when he got another T-Pain. Yikes. This statement reveals the commodification of the artist. To the connector, T-Pain was a utility, a hook delivery system. When a newer model, Future, became available, the industry upgraded. The flashpoint for this tension, the flashpoint for this tension was the release of Ace Hood's hit single Bugatti, produced by Mike Will Made It and featuring Future and Rick Ross. The song was released under Khaled's We the Best Music imprint. The controversy centered on the physical Bugatti Veyron used in the music video. T-Pain had famously purchased a Bugatti Veyron in 2008 for approximately $1.8 million. At the time, he was the first rapper / singer in his circle to own one, a purchase Akon advised him against, but which T-Pain made to flex and compete with his peers. However, by 2013, T-Pain was in financial distress. The car had become a symbol of his excess and his impending ruin. When Ace Hood filmed the video for the song titled Bugatti, anchored by a Future hook singing, I woke up in a new Bugatti, they used T-Pain's actual car for the shoot. On the day of the video shoot, T-Pain took to Instagram to air his grievances. He posted a photo of the set with the caption, funny thing about that Bugatti you woke up in, it's mine. Oh, the irony. Ha 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 ha. Funny how the new T-Pain has to use the old T-Pain's Bugatti for his Bugatti hook. Ha ha, yeah. This post was a rupture in the code of silence. It exposed the fabrication, the rappers claiming to wake up in a new Bugatti were renting or borrowing the lifestyle from a man they were replacing. 2, the resentment. T-Pain felt he was being erased while his resources were being cannibalized to build the next star. According to T-Pain's account on Drink Champs, the reaction from the Brotherhood was swift and coercive. Future ignored the post, but DJ Khaled called T-Pain immediately. Khaled did not call to console his friend or address the irony. Instead, he demanded T-Pain remove the post, accusing him of using his artist, Future, in a smear campaign. T-Pain recounted, I was like the worst fucking friend ever. I kind of still stand by what I said. This interaction demonstrates the hierarchy of the Brotherhood. The protection of the current asset and the product took precedent over the feelings and dignity of the legacy partner. T-Pain was made to feel guilty for pointing out that his brother was using his car to promote his replacement. The irony of the Bugatti saga is further deepened by the fate of Ace Hood, the lead artist on the track. Like T-Pain, Ace Hood was once a core member of the We the Best family. And like T-Pain, Ace Hood eventually found himself estranged from Khaled. In recent interviews, Ace Hood has described his relationship with Khaled as non-existent. He speaks of boundaries and protecting himself from fake love. Ace Hood's trajectory serves as a corroborating data point for T-Pain's thesis. Ace Hood was family when he was generating revenue. When he sought independence or when his commercial heat cooled, the Brotherhood dissolved into a distant performative love that offered no tangible support. T-Pain's critique of the industry is not just about business. It is about the psychological toll of conditional relationships. The fake camaraderie he describes exacerbated a period of profound mental health struggles. While the Khaled fallout was unfolding, T-Pain was simultaneously dealing with a devastating blow to his artistic self-worth. He has frequently cited a moment on a flight where Usher, an artist he idolized and considered a brother in R&B, told him that he had ruined music by popularizing autotune. This comment sent T-Pain into a documented 4-year depression. It signaled that the industry elite viewed him as a gimmick or a pathogen, despite his massive contributions. In this context, the silence from his brothers like Khaled was deafening. T-Pain was isolated, feeling like a pariah. The Brotherhood that had celebrated his hits was nowhere to be found when he was crying in his bedroom. This reinforces his Club Shay Shay insight. When people tell you how much they mean to them, when people tell you how much you mean to them, don't grab onto that. When people tell you how much they can mean to you in return, that's the shit you gravitate towards. He realized that the love was conditional on his utility. The pressure to maintain the image of the Brotherhood also had catastrophic financial consequences. T-Pain admitted to Shannon Sharpe that he went broke, losing his money, his house, and eventually having to sell his catalog. A critical driver of this spending was the need to compete with his peers. Akon revealed in an interview that T-Pain bought the infamous Bugatti specifically to keep up with him and other wealthy peers in the circle. The culture of the crew demands that members display wealth to validate the group's status. When the money ran out, T-Pain learned the hardest lesson. The brothers who drank his champagne and drove his cars did not offer a safety net. This is the transactional nature he now decries. The Brotherhood is a luxury good. If you cannot afford the dues, your membership is revoked. That's insane.
First of all, that particular culture, I know nothing of. I know plenty of people who want to be a part of that sort of culture, but I don't understand why. I don't see money in many ways the way a lot of people see it. For me, it's a means to an end. It's now I can make sure that my circle eat every day.
Mm-hmm.
If they get sick, we can send them to the best specialist they got. Whatever they do that this completes them, we can get them the best tools or whatever they need to do that. This completes them.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see it. I don't see it as, oh shit, SBJ just got a Bugatti. Let me go get a Bugatti. or I can't hang. Or we can't be like that mentality is so alien to me.
Right.
And part of it might be everybody has different responses to the same experience.
Sure.
Some people who come from scarcity, they get the mindset that T-Pain and them talking about.
Yeah.
They get that once they get that money. But because I came from scarcity, I don't see money that way. I say, all right, look, these are things that we need. We absolutely have.
I would have the exact opposite reaction to that. Like, oh, such and such got a Bugatti. All right, that means we already have a Bugatti. Let's do something
There's
else.
No reason for anybody else to get one.
Let's do something
else.
Reason
for anybody else to get one. No reason.
We have this particular thing covered.
That's covered.
We can move on.
Stunt? I'll be the best friend on the side, on the passenger side.
Like what are we talking about?
We in a Bugatti. Like,
you riding the passenger side of a Bugatti, nigga. What are you talking? I don't give a fuck what you have to say about this particular thing.
Yeah, I've never seen money that way, and because of that, I feel like there are certain people that are destined to go broke even if they get big money.
Facts. Because
they see money that way. They say, "Oh, I got to keep up." No, I don't, nigga. I just need to have a nice house, and my motherfucking kids and friends and other family need to be straight. Right. That's all the fuck I need.
Yeah,
it don't take much to make me satisfied or happy about some shit.
Facts.
Like it just don't.
I ain't never been to keep up with the Joneses type of guy. I don't care what another nigga got it all.
Right. Right.
Yo, Grace said when we become billionaires, we'll spend $1 billion helping people while we own yachts for tax purposes. Thanks. The pressure to maintain the image of the Brotherhood also had catastrophic. I think I read this one. Yeah, I read this one. All right. To fairly analyze the schism, one must dissect DJ Khaled's business model. Is he a fake friend, as T-Pain suggests, or simply a rational actor in a volatile market? DJ Khaled's primary product is not music. It is energy and access. He is a connector. His value proposition to a label is his ability to get Drake, Justin Bieber, and Rick Ross on the same track. To maintain this ability, Khaled must strictly police his brand's vibe. His brand is aggressive positivity. We the best, another one, bless up. Negative emotions, beefs that aren't marketing stunts, and downward spirals are bad for business. When T-Pain entered his depression and flop era, he became a liability to the Khaled brand. A connector cannot be weighed down by depreciating assets. From a cold capitalist perspective, Khaled's pivot to Future and his distance from T-Pain was a sound business decision. It allowed him to secure another decade of hits. However, this business logic is fundamentally incompatible with the concept of brotherhood, which implies unconditional support through hard times. T-Pain's grievance is that Khaled continued to use the language of brotherhood while practicing the logic of a hedge fund manager.
Right.
Hey, listen.
Yo.
Listen.
I would say this though, T-Pain, because I hear you. I understand where you come from with a lot of that. But a man that won't speak up for his actual brothers while they get the shit bombed out of them.
I mean, he ain't know that then.
Ain't on really.
He ain't know that then. To
That's
be
true.
fair,
you know it now, though.
Yeah, oh no, niggas know it now because niggas have spoken
right.
out about that shit.
Yeah.
Like, Kyle, you silent, my guy?
You ain't saying nothing. Not one thing.
Nothing.
Not even
nothing.
Not even putting the flag up there a little bit.
Right.
Hey,
you ain't even going. You ain't even going. We the best it like.
McKenna said, that's why I have such a boring answer to what would you do if you won the lottery? Like pay off debts, give some to my parents, and put the rest away in the savings and stocks. Like I got to be honest with you, I'm relatively boring and geeky about some shit. So what I would wind up spending money on is the best computer money could buy,
Nigga.
or fucking this weekend I saw this thing about it's from Apple. It's their Vision Pro, right? And the guy used one of the little apps or experiences on there out in the field, and that shit was amazing. It was like a holodeck. That's type of shit I would get. Like
facts.
That's the shit I would get. That shit costs less than $700.
Yeah,
like, that's the type of shit I would get.
Facts, McKenna. She said, few fun vacations, but my overall plan is not going to change. I'm not quitting immediately, maybe a bit after.
Oh, no, I'm quitting.
See, again, me and Tim disagree. Tim disagree on this one.
Yeah, I'm quitting.
Yeah, I don't have any reason to quit immediately.
No. I have the best reason.
Okay.
For me.
Okay.
I can only speak for me. The best reason is I can't get that time back.
I mean, sure. But, yes, that's technically true. However, all right, whatever. That's fine. I'm not even gonna argue with you. Like,
I'm just saying.
No,
that's my reasoning.
I get it.
I get it.
I ain't gonna argue with you.
That 24 hours. That's what, and I'm gonna be mad. And I already told SBJ I'm gonna be mad.
24 hours.
I'm gonna be mad.
No, I get it.
If the bag descends, and I'm gonna say, all right, nigga. It's time to no, because I gotta nigga, I'm coming down there. It's gonna be me, it's gonna be Gray. We coming down there on your job, like, yo, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm working, nigga, get out. Security. Remove this nigger from the premises.
Listen, we coming down there, like, yo, what? We got this is cute.
I still got a couple hours left on this shift.
How's everybody doing? All right. Look, yo. I can see me in your boss. That's not your boss's office. Going, listen, he gotta go. Because it's cool. Thank y'all for holding them down. We got him. We got him. Like, what are you doing? I do the same. I ain't gonna hold you. I would literally do something very similar with Fabo. Like, what are you doing? Like, no, nigga. No.
McKenna said, well, I like my job and my coworkers, so I would take enough time to help them hire a new person, train them, etc. There's only 5 of us in the whole business. I'm not just piecing out. All right, here's the thing. I was with you until that comment. Listen. If we were that small of a company, then I would be more likely to do that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What up, GG? What up, Big Mike?
Hey, GG. Big Mike.
Now, in my situation, I like my job. She says I like my job. Okay, and my coworkers. I like some of my coworkers. So I would take enough time to help them hire a new person. No, I'm not doing that. Train them. I might do that if they can find this nigga fast enough.
True.
I might be like, show them the lay of the land.
If you tell us when we come down there, ain't that new boo got the? Tell us, y'all got to help them train somebody. Oh, all right.
Yeah, that I might do. That
I might.
Yeah, I'm not.
We might not be as loud.
I'm not completely against helping train the replacement. That's fine.
What up, Joe?
Here's the find the replacement. No, that's not happening. I'm not recommending anybody stay somewhere I'm trying to leave.
I feel like it's our job at that point to make it so that you can't refuse.
Listen,
like if we come down there on some bullshit.
I mean,
and by bullshit I mean extremely extravagant. We about to go to such and such and such. The plane takes off. Such. We got you a ticket.
All right. Listen. Nah, I'm gonna be like, yo, let me get that. Like, give me the ticket. give me the ticket. I'll take care of it. Facts. McKenna also brings up another good point. She's in healthcare. She feels a moral obligation to the patients. Absolutely.
You know what? Yeah, I get that.
Absolutely.
I get that.
So,
because she works in healthcare, so I get that.
Yeah. But back to the report. Critics and fans have pointed out that this is a recurrent pattern in Khaled's career. The Drake obsession. Khaled publicly refers to Drake as family and brother incessantly, yet observers note that this affection spikes during album cycles and dips when he needs to maintain neutrality. Fan reactions and the vulture narrative. The internet reaction to T-Pain's comments has been largely supportive of T-Pain, of course, because he is the victim in this. Reflecting a growing fatigue with Khaled's persona. Reddit discourse. Threads discussing the fallout frequently cite Khaled's lack of musical contribution. He just yells his name. And characterize him as a vulture. It characterizes him as a vulture who feeds on the talent of others. Comments on the Club Shay Shay clips consistently echoes T-Pain's sentiment. Khaled used T-Pain for his biggest hits and forgot him. The consensus is that Khaled is opportunistic and that his positivity is a mask for selfishness. You know what? I just saw this interview the other day, and this reminds me of this, because the idea that you might want to replace T-Pain and put somebody else who's on the come up for your main shit, I empathize with, right? I get that. The business of that makes sense. However, that does not mean kick T-Pain to the curb, though. You can still continue to work with T-Pain. Because Future is not on every fucking song when you make that switch. You can still do songs with T-Pain. They might not just be the biggest ones, right? And that reminds me of an interview. I think the interview, was it Breakfast Club? I think it was Breakfast Club. It's hard for me to remember because I try not to watch Breakfast Club anymore.
Red facts.
Yeah, but they interviewed Lil Mo. Yeah, Lil Mo, and they were asking her about
Mike is crazy. Mike is crazy.
That's hilarious. They were talking about Fabulous and how Fab was on her first single, and basically how that came about, and blah blah this and blah blah that, and they were asking her, like, did he ever repay the favor? And she was like, there was no favor to repay.
Right.
Like, yes, it helped his career, but it also helped her career.
Yes.
And they have several songs beyond that point.
Yeah.
Years and years later, they have more songs. They're even, I don't know if it's going to happen, but they've even been considering doing a duet album. Like, so that kind of reminded me of this situation. Like, no, you don't have to have this person featured as your main or on all of your biggest stuff that you ever do. However, that don't mean you completely leave them off the boat. Like, that's kind of wild.
It's wild, and so a lot of this does have to do with ego and miscommunication, and also Khalid tossing that brother, it's my brother, just all that other shit around. Like, if you don't know him that well, but you're getting to know him, and y'all doing things together because all of y'all up as far as in social capital, you're up as in popularity or whatever, you up. So y'all going these places, y'all doing these things, y'all laughing, y'all smoking, joking, shaking hands and making plans and all that other shit.
Mm-hmm.
but you don't know this man like that for real, for real. I could see where you might think, yeah, I met this guy, because sometimes you do just meet people and all of a sudden they're your peoples. They become your peoples. Right. I get that. So how painful must it be for the other person who thought he was one of them to find out that he was only a conditional one of them when he could squeeze value out of you? Yeah, after that, though, he really wanted to discard you so he can get the next thing in, because he never really saw you like that. Mm-hmm. He saw all the camaraderie and the overtures of friendship as maintaining a business asset. That's how he saw it. But you didn't say it that way.
Right. Yeah. So as a counter to this, this Khaled business model, and I'm pretty sure he didn't do it specifically because of Khaled, but shit happens. The T-Pain who sat in front of Shannon Sharpe and had this conversation was not a bitter has-been, but a liberated entrepreneur. His ability to speak truth to power is directly linked to his successful pivot away from the music industry's gatekeepers. Yep. T-Pain has reinvented himself as a titan of the streaming world. He revealed that he makes more money from gaming than he does from music, citing figures as high as $60,000 for a single hour of playing a video game. This financial reality is the key to his new boldness. When T-Pain relied on DJ Khaled for radio placements, he had to swallow his pride. Now that his primary income comes from Twitch subscriptions and brand deals with companies like 7-Eleven, Khaled holds no power over him. On Twitch, there is no middleman calling you brother. There is a direct transaction between T-Pain and his audience. He provides entertainment, they provide money. He expressed a preference for this transparency. Tell me what the business is. T-Pain replaced the squad with a company. He speaks of his team, his employees, and his business partners. He has sold his catalog, a move he defended as smart business, and invested in a gaming complex. This shift from crew love to corporate structure is his solution to the fake camaraderie problem. Contracts are enforceable. Brotherhood is not. By professionalizing his relationships, he protects himself from the emotional manipulation he suffered in the past. T-Pain's viral moment is a symptom of a broader disillusionment with the crew archetype in hip-hop. Mm-hmm. The music industry is littered with the wreckage of brotherhoods that collapse under the weight of finance and ego. T-Pain's warning, do not believe that shit, echoes the lessons learned by Dame Dash and Jay-Z, a partnership framed as a dynasty that ended in a bitter corporate divorce, with Jay-Z choosing the business over the brother, Dame, Lil Wayne and Birdman, a relationship framed as father and son that ended in a massive lawsuit over unpaid royalties, shattering the YMCMB illusion. The dissolution of G-Unit, 50 Cent's public dismantling of his former brothers, Young Buck and Lloyd Banks, when they ceased to be profitable or obedient. In each case, the family rhetoric served to obscure the lack of formal business protections for the subordinate members. T-Pain is signaling to the next generation that they must prioritize paperwork over debts. Mm-hmm. T-Pain's comments also hint
paperwork over debts, my guy.
T-Pain's comments also hint at a correction in the feature economy. For years, artists trade features as favors. I'll do your remix, you do mine. T-Pain did hundreds of these, but as he noted, none of that shit was reciprocated. We are likely to see a shift where artists demand upfront payment rather than relying on the barter system of cloud exchange, recognizing that exposure and relationship building rarely pay the bills when the hits stop coming. T-Pain's appearance from Club Shay Shay will be remembered as a watershed moment for the industry transparency. By stripping away the sentimental veneer of the music business, he exposed the machinery of extraction that powers it. The relationship between T-Pain and DJ Khaled serves as the ultimate case study of this dynamic. It was a partnership that defined an era, generating millions of dollars and soundtracking a generation, but it was built on an asymmetry of devotion. T-Pain gave his voice, his image, and his loyalty to the We the Best brand. Khaled, operating as a rational maximizing agent in a ruthless industry, accepted these gifts and then moved on when the market signaled a shift. The tragedy and the lesson is not that the business relationship ended. Business relationships end all the time. The tragedy is that it was cloaked in the language of eternal brotherhood, leaving T-Pain to navigate the emotional wreckage of a breakup while Khaled simply navigated a pivot. T-Pain's final advice: Gravitate towards the people who tell you what the business is. It's a survival guide for the modern artist. In an era of influencers, collabs, and squads, the most dangerous person in the room is not the shark in the suit, but the brother with the open arms and the hidden agenda. T-Pain survived the embrace, but he has the scars and the Twitch receipts to prove it. Yikes. Yikes.
Crazy.
It's the first time I saw there's a detailed metrics timeline. Okay, let's detailed metrics timeline. 2006, first collaborations. Status of Brotherhood forming. Key insight. Khaled identifies T-Pain as the rising sound of the South. 2007, I'm So Hood. Status of Brotherhood. Peak. Key insight. T-Pain is the engine of Khaled's transition to national fame. 2007, I'm So Hood. No, 2008, All I Do Is Win. Status of Brotherhood. Peak. The symbiotic relationship is at its zenith. Neither can miss. 2012, T-Pain's popularity wanes. Status of Brotherhood. Straining. The T-Pain effect becomes a pejorative. Industry tires of auto-tune. 2013, Bugatti video shoot. Status of the Brotherhood. Fractured. Khaled uses T-Pain's car for a video featuring his replacement. 2013, the smear campaign call. Status of Brotherhood. Broken. Khaled prioritizes the new asset over T-Pain's feelings. 2014 to 17, T-Pain's depression.
There was something about the way that's worded.
I know, right?
It's so ass.
2014 to 2017, T-Pain's depression. Status of Brotherhood estranged. T-Pain reports isolation, lack of support from former brothers. 2019, Masked Singer win. Status of Brotherhood distant. T-Pain proves he can single file auto-tune. The industry reevaluates him. 2021, Drink Champs interview. Status of Brotherhood tense. T-Pain first publicly details the Bugatti fallout. 2025, Club Shay Shay interview. Status of Brotherhood severed. Nobody's your brother. T-Pain burns the bridge to build a boundary.
So wait a minute. Here's the timeline I would love to see. Do you remember the Brotherhood era in battle rap?
Yes.
I would love to see that time.
Facts. All facts.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, because that shit dried up like a fucking
perm.
Like a fucking perm. Like, what happened here? Y'all niggas was just yelling Brotherhood. What?
Brotherhood.
What?
Then I heard fuck brother.
Yeah.
Like, what the
like, what y'all niggas on? Like, what's happening?
What Lux part of it? How y'all gonna say that? With Beloved in there.
Who knows what, when, where, and why? But yeah, that's a damn shame. It I don't got no comments. What up, Ken? I don't got no comments against T-Pain for this, man.
No, I don't. I don't really have no smoke for him with this.
Nah.
Like, the reality, and this is the other part of this. The reason why Khaled is catching a bunch of shit. See, there are moments in time where there's a cascading effect that all tends to happen to swirl around the same time, where there is a public sentiment being gathered about an individual.
Yeah.
Right? Where you see more negative comments towards a certain thing about that individual that people don't like.
Mm-hmm.
It starts spreading, whereas other people may have noticed it but didn't verbalize it before. Now that somebody verbalized it, now they on it. And this is the swell of a certain sentiment that the people have about you, right? And then when that happens, when something like this happens, where T-Pain comes out and says this, it basically is like the catalyst for this huge wave of fuck DJ Khaled. Mm-hmm. This happens actually quite often, where it's just all the elements for a bad storm of bad PR, bad algorithmic engagement that you're connected to. They're already on Khalid because of the Palestinian shit.
Yep.
This is literally something that you see mentioned when his name pops up. And I don't even follow anything Khalid does, but I see it. Like, oh, they talking about, because I didn't know he was Palestinian. I didn't even know that, right? So the reason I found that out is because they were talking about the fact, hey, you ain't gonna say nothing? Nothing. Not one word. You're not gonna show the flag. You're not gonna you know they getting fucked up. You ain't gonna say nothing. Oh, all right. Why wouldn't you say anything? Oh, deals.
Yep.
Money.
Brand.
Newness. You care more about
business.
That than you do. Right. And that's the sentiment that the pretty much large swaths of the audience began to have. And then on top of that, they was already annoyed with his antics and songs and stuff like that. So when a T-Pain comes out on Club Shay Shay, which let's call a spade, Club Shay Shay then had just the kit and caboodle of what's what I'm looking for. Just they've had a bevy of these viral ass moments with celebrities saying things and exposing stuff and this, that, and the third. So when he goes on that show and says that, it ignites what was already out there. And then it turns into a fever pitch. And then this is where you get on places like Twitter and all of these other social media stuff, and then comments on YouTube and all this other stuff. This is where you get the whole, man, fuck him, this and the third. It's real interesting to see. I would strongly suggest for any celebrity, business, or whatever, if you see that there is a growing narrative about a negative growing narrative about your company, your brand, whatever, work towards cleaning that up. Because it's always going to be something. But if you leave that shit lingering, hanging on, it's going to catch fire. Whatever the next bad thing is that has your name on it, it's going to catch fire to what was already out there. Now, I get the whole idea of sometimes some stuff isn't worth addressing.
Sure.
I get that. I do. I just feel like if you have a business or a brand that is essentially your business, I don't think you have the leeway to do that with a lot of stuff. I just don't. I think this gives off the perception that we don't care about our customers, clients. This gives off the perception that we do bad business. This gives off the perception that we are grifting. Now clean that up. Fact. Because the very next thing that comes after that, even if that's just like a subcurrent, a sort of undercurrent, the next thing that comes after that is going to set that ablaze.
Absolutely.
Because it's already gone.
Yep.
It's already gone. And that's what Khalid dealing with now. But I got to say, of course, I don't know the man personally, but it seems well deserved. I mean, you ain't saying nothing about them kids over there getting palm.
Facts.
I'm going to say something.
Yeah.
Let something happen to Baltimore. I'm going to say something. Hell, I say something about places that I ain't from.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to say something. You should say something. All I'm saying is, you should say something.
Something, yeah.
And you ain't got to go crazy. You feel like, I support the pastor. That's it. Say that. Say that.
Nothing.
Send some money.
No. Can't do that.
That shit is crazy. That's just crazy.
It's nasty work.
Hold up, but that's another thing about that, another dimension to that story too. So the T-Pain talked about how he went broke. There is a lot of, well, let me turn that back.
Okay.
There was a lot of money in music from the angle of being an artist. It wasn't as much as the people behind the scenes. It never was as much as the people behind the scenes. But to be clear, there's a bunch of, you get yourself into a certain pocket, have access to certain people, and your record company looks at you favorably, where they're going to push your shit and do all that other stuff. There's a lot of money to be made in music. And then once you on a high, you can take that popularity and funnel it into other projects that can lend you even more money. Whether you become a sponsor to some product, they pay you a shit ton of money. You do something in a movie or a TV show. You make it's ways. Once your name is up, it's ways to get money in that shit. And I'm wondering, like, So they did mention that one of the ways he got broke was because he was trying to keep up with everybody else. I just wonder, at the time, did he not have an accountant that was saying, "Yo, you spending a dumb amount of money right now on shit that's not gonna really, it's not really worth anything after you done bought it and played around with it for a minute. It's not really worth that much. I mean, it looked good. You might say it's good for my social capital when I have this and people take pictures and those pictures it helps promote. That's sketchy, but all right. But other than that, this is not really gaining you any money. Nobody said nothing. No. I guess I can see it. I can see how somebody could get caught up, get swept up, and not really have the right infrastructure to protect their money because it happened so fast for them. And they're moving from one thing to the next thing, one thing to the next thing. Ooh, there's an opportunity. Let me jump on this. Ooh, there's an opportunity. Let me jump on this. I can see how you might get swept up and not be able to take that step back and go, oh, let me show up my protections, right, to make sure that I don't go broke. Or there's a I get a notification the moment I'm doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, you doing a lot right there. You still got some, but that don't make that a habit. Now, somebody to say that to you, like an accountant or business manager or some shit, he ain't had that. But then I think about it, a lot of them dudes don't. A lot of them dudes, they had these huge waves of interest by the fans, and it's getting them a bunch of money, and they're getting seen a lot of places. They don't really have an infrastructure set up. I was really impressed the other day when I saw Kevin Hart. Who was interviewing him? No. It was wasn't it Instagram? It was him and Godfrey was in Instagram, and they was in one of the buildings that Kevin owned. One of them those business high-rise things that he owns. His daughter was working there as an intern and shit. And he's got all these working parts that he's, basically to set up his business and make sure his shit run smoothly. Right. And I was impressed. I was like, but I kind of don't expect nothing different from Kevin. Like, that's the vibe Kevin has always given off. Like, oh no, once I'm up, I'm gonna do the things to make sure I stay up. Right? That's what that kind of comes off as. I would have thought the same of T-Pain, to be honest. I did. I ain't gonna lie. I would have thought the same of him. But it can happen to anybody.
Yeah.
It can happen to anybody.
I mean, it's the case now.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to weekend review.
Weekend review. All right. So I guess I can start. So I already went over how I kind of grown to hate this holiday and all the usual talking points. Don't really make me feel much better about it. But it's what it is. Got a chance to talk to my mom. Found out where she was going. She was going over to my cousin Thelma's house. And she went there last year. And it's so funny to hear her talk about it, right? Because her mother, my grandmother, Mary Alice Jackson, there has never been a time in the rock means ever
all right,
that she's ever cooked a meal that didn't taste better than good. I don't give a fuck how big the meal was, how small the meal was. She could have made you.
Whoa. You saying that this lady had the ability to make tires taste good?
Yo, I've never tasted. There are literally things that I didn't like that she cooked. I was like, this ain't that bad. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, so I don't know what the magic was with that. I couldn't tell you, but this is known wide, even outside of our family.
The magic is she can cook. That's the answer.
Yo, this woman was amazing, amazing as a cook, right? What up, E? So
what up?
It's just funny to hear my mom talk about when she went there for Thanksgiving the previous year. And she said, and the food was all right. It had a lot of the qualities of of grandma, right? Mm. But she was kind of framing it a certain type of way. Mm-hmm. Not every piece of the meal, just a few things here, a few things there. That's very similar to such, you know. And she basically was saying that she was hoping that, you know, this year it'd be even closer. A little closer, right?
Yikes.
So I was like, that's good, but it just reminded me of the fact that my grandmother never, ever, that I have ever experienced, if these taste buds have ever experienced, cooked a thing that didn't taste better than good. Mm-hmm. Right? It was impossible for her to do.
Right.
It was impossible. And what made it worse was there were other people who could definitely burn. They could definitely burn, mm-hmm. but they ain't burn like she did. So when she was alive and still cooking, their food really didn't get the credit it probably would have gotten.
Sure.
But as I've often used this analogy, it's like Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Scottie mm-hmm. Pippen's a phenomenal basketball player. Mm-hmm. It's just that he had Jordan.
Thanks.
Right? He had Jordan on the team.
Yeah.
Like a basketball team full of angels, they gonna play they gonna do stuff that you've never seen. And then God steps on God steps on the court. And it's like, oh. And then you don't appreciate that as much. A lot of my family members had that. They could cook. But it's just that grandma was around, nah, B. If someone's going to suggest a meal be cooked, very least supervised, right? And grandma was around, nah, get grandma to do it. Mm-hmm. You don't have to worry about that. Now, as far as me, I'm all about the food aspect of it. While I wouldn't call myself a true foodie.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't. I'm more of a, what's the technical term? Glutton.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. I can go with that. I can go with that.
That's it. I'm more of the glutton, right? So if there's food to be had, I'm going to eat it. Oh. Regardless of what reason y'all had for cooking it, all of that. But also, of course, the family aspect of it is really important to me.
Sure. Yeah.
Really important. So fortunately, and it's been a while since this has happened. Well, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. My daughter did not go over her mom's house. She stayed here, right? Mm-hmm. And that's great. The bad side of that is she had to work. Ooh. So she didn't get off till 5, right? And I hate that. Now, listen, one of the reasons that I go so hard with the stuff that I'm doing is because I feel a better than average certainty that this is going to produce something that's going to allow me to tell her, nah, you ain't got to do that.
Right.
No, you don't got to do that. You guys have no idea the amount of anxiety that goes through me at times because the place she works, there has been things that happened there. Mm-hmm. Right. And the idea that I wouldn't be able to get there in time.
Right.
To handle that shit gives me anxiety like you wouldn't believe. So for me, it's a race against time to do these things to get this thing. So I go, sit down.
Yeah.
Chill. Work with your father. Yeah. You work my department, doing whatever, right? Same with my son. It's just that where he works at, he hasn't had these incidents haven't taken place. Mm-hmm. But where she has worked at, 100% things have happened that I long to be down there for, to be able to regulate. Because it's not going to be just the person; it's going to be some of the people that work there too.
Thanks.
Because why you ain't back? You supposed to back her, right? Mm-hmm. But be that as it may, she at least didn't leave. She went to work. She came back here, and she got to eat here. Mm-hmm. So that was dope. I usually eat around 4. We ate a little bit earlier than that, I believe. I usually like to eat around 4 because that gives me enough time in between the time I eat and the time I go to bed to have that gap right there. Where I'm not going to bed with a full ass stomach.
Right.
That shit is whack. So I saved her. Like I said, made sure she had a plate when she got back in there because we put stuff away, and everything was good with that. Now here's the thing.
Oh.
Something else I hate. I have grown to hate football talk. It annoys me, right? But that won't stop my brother-in-law.
That's hilarious.
Every year from assuming that this is a football house. It's not. It's not. It's not a football house. It's not something. The reason it's on that because you were coming over.
Ooh.
It's Thanksgiving, right? So we know that's part of the. Hey, he likes to. All right, put it on. Bam. But every year, it's. The Ravens play. Listen, when I was in the football, yes, the Ravens were my team. I'm not really into the most. I really don't care, and I actually like the fact that I'm no longer emotionally attached to it. So when they lose, I don't feel like
right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm actually glad that burden's not there anymore. So dealing with that, of course. However, there were things that happened that made me smile in that regard. So this is also on a bad note, but it swings back around to the same thing. You internet providers make me sick. You do. Listen, we pay for supposedly the highest that they can give you. And for the past, I want to say 6 months, we didn't have this goofy ass intermittent signal shit. Because all our shit is connected to that. That's also the cable. That's all of that gets affected when that shit ain't right.
Sure.
And it is a pain in the ass because eventually what happens is you get mad at one. So you decide I'm going to the other.
Well.
And then the other engages in shitification as well. Damn, I'm going back to. So it's this little thing that keep happening, right? And we in this mode with this particular service now, where that's the thing that keeps happening. And look, they think they're doing something by sending us little emails. Oh, we noticed that there's a little. Yeah, nigga, we noticed it too. We noticed it too. Gray, I was having some issues with when we were streaming and doing our meeting. Gray, he said, "Yo, do a speed test." All right, cool. So he didn't want to show me his, bro. He might as well. His shit might as well be able to receive a signal or download from Mars. You know what I'm saying? Like, in comparison to mine.
Thanks.
Horrible.
Which speed was?
And
what was it? What was it? Let the people know.
I'm trying to. It was maybe 500, maybe less than that. It was whack, yo, and it was high as fuck. It was high as fuck. Bro, we supposed to have that. That's what we're supposed to have. So I'm pissed about that. And it's been happening for the past 6 months. And it gets sometimes into this rhythm where it's every night around the same time.
Yikes.
Well, turns out on Thanksgiving, that thing happened.
That's hilarious.
But it happened when the football game
was playing. Absolutely hilarious.
Now, here's the other part about this that is annoying for me, but it balances stuff out. For whatever reason, apparently I'm the cable guy around here.
What?
Basically any tech or
gotcha.
thing related, right? It's could you? No, I don't work for Infinity.
Do
I
you?
don't.
You sure? You look familiar.
Yeah, listen. I can only do what y'all can do,
I hear you, but you look familiar, my guy.
which is yeah, I can go down there and do a hard reset. Now I know that might sound technical. That's just literally just pulling the plug out, waiting for 13 to 15 seconds, and put the shit back in. It's really the same thing. You could do that.
Indeed.
You could do that. But yeah,
you too can prevent forest fires.
Bruh, I'm always the one. I'm always smoking. And I don't mean the bad. I'm talking about smoky.
You're stupid.
Right? So it's always. So it caused the TV watching experience for that to not be good.
Mm-hmm.
And see, for me, the part that was annoying was I couldn't continue my work because when after we finished having the dinner, I came downstairs. I had work that I needed to get done, right? And some of that work requires online service, right? That's the part that was making me mad. Mm-hmm. But I got a phone. So some of those things I can do on my phone.
Right.
So
can you though?
Yeah, some of it.
Oh, right.
Some of it. So I did.
Mm-hmm.
So I was happier than a pig and slop.
Ooh.
Because I can still get.
That's disgusting.
I mean, sure, but then yeah.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
I could get my shit done.
Mm-hmm.
But there was very little football to be watched.
That's hilarious.
When the and listen, ordinarily
it's also vindictive.
Ordinarily, I want for everybody to have their thing. But because I'm annoyed every year with that, no, the Ravens played. Listen. I done told you, I don't care. We'd have been out to dinner, family dinner. How about the? I don't care. I don't care. Like, talk about some other stuff.
Yes.
Like, not that. That is a road to nowhere. Some of the other stuff I spent that day doing, though, was spent a good portion of the day fixing some issues with our store, the online store, making sure things were set up for our little Black Friday sale, which is it's smaller than it was supposed to be because certain things took place where, what we were selling our merch for is already at the margin. It's literally already good. And because we decided to go in on the on-demand stuff, right, print on-demand stuff, they only allow you to cut for so much because they got to make their money and to pay for getting it put together and shipped because they ship it. So it's that whole thing. But I got to say, even the process of doing that was so much easier this year than it was last year that easy. Because we got tools now.
Sure.
We had some of these same tools or similar tools last year, but they are much more efficient and effective now than they were back then. And it's I would argue it's more of them now. So you have a larger selection of those type of things. And to keep it real with you, there are things like, me and SBJ was kind of talking about this before we got on air. Just even as a recording artist, setting your brand up and having certain things associated with your name, certain imagery associated with your name, that requires you to have some visual stuff, right? Thanks. Some things to capture the imagination of the audience. So when they think about you, they think about this sort of stuff, right? And you want to have a positive association between your brand and any visuals. It's like, oh yeah, that's right, that's badass. Oh yeah, I like that. Oh yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, that's whatever. It was much harder back in the day. Much more expensive too to do those type of things. Super expensive. Or it was either time consuming because you had to learn how to do those things yourself. And the way you would do it back then was took a bit of skill. Took a bit of skill, some 10,000 hour type stuff to get good at doing some of that shit. And you can't be expected to be good at everything.
Correct.
So you eventually are going to have to pay somebody to do something else. But now that shit is easier now than it's ever been. And as somebody that runs a small business,
you do.
I'm appreciative of that shit. I am, because we operate along those fucking margins, and the less we have to spend on stuff like that, the better off it is for the company. So I know, without getting into a super rant about how people feel about artificial intelligence and all that shit,
hilarious.
I'm just gonna say to you that small business, it's helped mine.
Mm-hmm.
It's helped mine extensively, right? But overall, yeah, that was my week and my holiday.
Weeks. It's been 2 weeks.
That's true. I ain't really had nothing going on.
Okay. All right.
Really had nothing going on.
I just had to remind you. That's cool. I did so much, and I remember so little. So that's where my lovely wife came in handy. She reminded me of a couple things that happened. And funny enough, I had not been writing them down in my show notes as the week had gone. So yeah, I'm 95% guaranteed to forget something. But here we go. I don't even really have a good place to start. Actually, I'm gonna start with work, cause fuck them people.
Did you just say fuck work?
No, I said cause fuck people. Specific people, not everybody at work. Actually, nobody that works under my company for right now. This isn't about my coworkers. My boss finally got to the stage where she cussed the other company we're working with the fuck out.
It had to happen. It was going to happen sooner or later.
She cussed them the fuck out, and I'm like, oh my God, that's hilarious.
They asked for that, sir. Listen.
That's absolutely
that was coming.
Fucking hilarious. It was only a matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
The first person that this company gave us as a contact was, we thought she was bad. But in hindsight, she was probably like a 6 out of 10.
Interesting.
At the time, like I said, she felt worse than that. But then we get to a certain amount of time passing and we get a whole new team. There's a whole team dedicated to helping us out. They were pure ass. Butt cheeks. Garbage juice. Comixology. Oh, my bad.
Gluteus maximus. No, excuse me. Gluteus minimus.
So
low ass.
They didn't know how the product worked. They weren't consistent with which one of them worked with any of us on any particular issue, and they didn't automatically read up on what had happened thus far, which led to a lot of repetition. It was a full shit show. Like, funny enough, though.
Keep going, okay.
Funny enough, maybe a day or two after she cussed them out, I guess, I don't know if this was happenstance or if, like, word got to the head, their supervisor or whatever the case may be. But a couple of days after she cussed them out, I got a survey. They sent me a survey. Now, I have enough history with dealing with other companies that have pissed me off in one way or another that I've gone back and forth with my boss, not like arguing, but like literally just asking and telling what has happened and blah, 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 to where I no longer worry about if she's going to think that I was too harsh when I'm talking to some other company. The truth. As long as I'm telling the truth, and as long as I'm not being completely unprofessional, she doesn't care. So, I got this survey, and I answered, what? This is a reference to a show, but I don't remember what show it is, so I don't want to use it. But I answered 100% truthfully, honestly, and without holding back much. Because if I was going to be pure and raw, there would be more unprofessionalism. But I kept it professional. How effectively does your customer success team help you achieve your goals with our products and services? 5 stars equals very effectively, 1 star equals not at all effectively. And this was a required question. I gave them 1 star. Can you please explain your rating? And this is also a required question. Okay. So I said, it is rare that a solution to a problem is even worked on, let alone achieved. Most often, I am asked if I want to put in a feature request. Second most often, I am asked to use a version of your product that I was not trained on. The team also doesn't seem to know our account or how to use the features in the version of the product that I was trained on. That's my answer. You asked me. You told me I had to explain my rating. I had to give an answer that was worth this 1 star that I gave the team. Okay. And the other important one, because there were a couple other questions where they actually didn't rank that poorly in. Because like I said, I was going to be honest. There's no reason. Like, I'm not raining down on them. I'm being 100% honest. This is one of the questions was about timeliness. They were relatively timely. There weren't too many times where I had to wait for any extended period of time to get a response from them. No, so they got a pretty good rating for timeliness. There was another. What was the other? I don't remember the other thing that they got a good ranking. And but yeah, but I didn't bring this over here, of course, because my overall experience with them is terrible. What are your biggest challenges or pain points that customer success could better support you with? And this was also a required question. My answer: communicating with one another / reading previous correspondence and notes so that I don't have to explain my issue from the beginning every time I speak to a new team member. Yeah, because you are not guaranteed to speak with the same team member twice. Somebody can be on the phone with you and tell you that they need to do some research, and they would call you back the next day, and you would get a completely different person calling you, which isn't the worst as long as they're prepared, and they would not be prepared. I've literally gotten on the phone with one person, and they suggested to me everything that somebody else already suggested to me. I've literally got on the phone with one person, and they are taking time on the phone call to read the notes out loud. I've literally gotten on the phone with somebody, and they asked me to explain how I reached the issue that I got to, and I literally had to say to them, there are emails that document what I did to get to this point. You don't have access to the emails. And then they took time out to finally read the emails. Yeah. And the last question that Team's internet went out. That's crazy. He was just talking about that. That's what you get for running your mouth. Honestly, that's how I feel about the situation. Um, um, he was running his mouth. That's what happens Where we at? All right, well, get it back up and running. And the last question: what could customer success do differently or additionally to provide more value to your organization? And this was also a required question. I said, be more knowledgeable about the product and the tools at their disposal to help us. I've several times been on the phone with someone from the team and they are randomly clicking or spending time trying to find different things on the platform. So, yeah. I don't think you got no audio, my guy. Oh, there you go.
Listen, bro.
All right.
This is ridiculous.
I mean, you are a ridiculous individual.
Yo, I swear I wanted to laugh. I started laughing when I heard the thing about they gave you a survey.
Yeah, nigga.
Nigga. And then as soon as I wanted to come back on and laugh about that shit, I went,
oh, no internet.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
That's hilarious. But yeah, these niggas had I don't know if it's happenstance. They were due to send the survey out, or if it's because my boss cussed them motherfuckers out, and the supervisor might have been like, "Hey, what has your experience been? Because we've heard some things."
Here's the hint: she cussed motherfuckers out.
Right, that part. That part. So clearly, it hasn't been glowing. I wouldn't go so far as to give you a glowing review. But yeah, these motherfuckers had the nerve. I was honest. Haven't heard a thing back from any of them.
How long ago? This was last week or week before that?
It was the week before that. This was like...
And you ain't heard shit else?
This was like Wednesday or Thursday, the week before the past week.
And you ain't here.
Haven't heard a goddamn thing from any of the team members, nor from the account that this came from. So, yeah. But again, I mean, I didn't really expect to hear anything. It's kind of a little bit of a thing.
What else was there to say?
Right, yeah, listen. You asked me a question, I gave you an answer. I don't know what's going to happen with them moving forward. Like, I don't know if we're still going to be using them. I know that ever since, she has not been dealing with them. But I don't know.
I think they're on their way out, to be honest.
I don't know if I'm supposed to, because luckily I haven't run into any issues since this happened.
Right.
So I don't know if I'm supposed to reach out to them or what. Like, recently,
way out, bro.
Since this happened, anytime an issue has popped up that I had anything to do with, I was already in conversation with my boss. So she was like, I'll take this to such and such and talk to them about it. So I haven't had to reach out to anybody since this has happened. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, hopefully, them motherfuckers. Either one of two things happen. Go ahead.
So the one is they are now considered a non-factor because after the cursing out, fuck y'all, we not dealing with y'all. Mm-hmm. Or they got reamed out so bad, more than once, because they got it from her. Mm-hmm. And then they got it from their people on their side that they've been doing the best work. Yeah. they've been doing the best work of careers. Right. One of two things, bro.
So I was going to say, I hope one of two things happens. Either they get extensive training. Like the type of training that requires them to be pulled from their normal everyday duties for a week.
Like the type of training that Rocky Balboa got. Like they should be in the meat factory hitting like
facts
size of beef and shit.
Right. Running
down the street with kids chasing them and shit. Getting to the top of some steps and go
that part. Or because I never advocate for people to lose their jobs unless they do something egregious. And as shitty as they were at customer service, I don't consider it necessarily egregious. They just shouldn't be in the position they're in. That's just, put them in a different position before you fire them. Like, I'm not advocating for nobody to be homeless, especially in this economy. But the second thing, what up?
Let me get this in real quick. Shoosh.
The second thing of the two things that I wish out of the choices is that, like I said, they've been separated, right? Because I don't, dealing with them for the weeks that I have dealt with them, I don't see the benefit of it being a team.
Right. Right.
If we are one account, yes, there are three of us, maybe. I don't even know how many people are on your contact list because it's pretty much my department doing this, and it's only three of us, and one of us isn't really involved in it. So it's only two of us that ever really contact you. Why do we need six people? We don't need six people.
Don't really need
there
six
doesn't
people.
seem to be any actual utility
You don't need six
in this being a 6-person team.
Right.
Like, put the more knowledgeable of the six. My boss found one of them that she liked. Put that person on an account by themselves. And if you need, like, if an account has more contact people than 3 people like us, then you might want to add another person to that account. But
makes sense.
There's no reason for us to have 6 fucking people, especially when y'all don't read each other's fucking notes. Like, why should I have to explain this issue to you several times? Only for you to tell me after 3-4 days that this is already an issue that's happening and other users are seeing.
Yeah.
But up until that point, it's we don't understand the problem, or this is how this is supposed to work, or we've never seen this issue before. Come to find out, it's an issue that's been in the fucking pipeline to fix for weeks.
Gross incompetence.
Mm-hmm.
But also lying, yo.
Right.
Stop lying.
I don't understand. Like, get y'all shit together. All right. So yeah. That was work. That was work. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Randomness. So, told y'all I got into the accident.
Yes.
Accident. Had a rental car and all that other good stuff. That they had terrible experience with the rental car place. The people that were fixing the car told me that I would get the car back on December 5th. Well, when I was having these issues with the rental car place, I got in touch with Geico. I hit them up like, yo, can I switch my rental car place? Because these motherfuckers have been nothing but helpless. And I talked to my adjuster, and he was like, well, what happened? I explained to him everything that happened. He's like, well, I'm sorry you've had to. That's hilarious. He said, I have nothing. I have nothing to do with the company themselves, so I can't do anything about them. But your contract is with Enterprise as a whole, so you should be able to take the contract and take the car to a different Enterprise location, show them the contract, and you should be able to swap out a vehicle with them. I said, okay, cool, bet.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah, in theory. So there were like 2 or 3 more Enterprises within like close proximity of my house. Yeah, it's actually 3 more. 3 more. So I went to the second closest one, and they were like, all right, I got that, told him exactly what happened. I told him how terrible the other one was. He was like, all right, my supervisor's in a meeting right now, but we have one car that fits what you should be getting. I'll see if it's available. I gotta text him and wait to see what he says. Text him, and then he was like, just to let you know, you will get a survey whenever you return your car. The survey is for the location that you returned the car to. So if you happen to get a car from us, remember that survey is about us, not about the other location. So okay, cool. I remember that.
They want their props.
They want to make sure. They want to make sure that they don't get the terrible review that I was about to give these motherfuckers. They want to make sure. I'm all right, cool, no problem. So gets a text back. Oh, that car is already reserved. we get cars back pretty much every day at the end of the day. We'll probably be able to get you into something tomorrow. I say, all right, cool. What time? He says, I'm not sure. Let me take your number and I'll call you. All right, cool. I give him the number. I leave. Tomorrow comes. Mm-hmm. No call. I go over there. That guy's not there. Somebody else is there. I explain everything to them. They're like, okay, we don't have any of that class available today. You should probably come back like 5 or 6 or call. I said, okay, cool. I understand because I don't have a long-standing. Like, these are more understandable situations because I don't have a reservation with you. I get that. So I leave there. I go to the second furthest away Enterprise. I don't even go into the whole spiel because I don't feel like all that. Hey, do y'all have any full class cars available? Full class? No, we don't really keep that many full class SUVs. Sedans at this location. All right, cool. Thank you. Leave out. I'm not going through all the back and forth and all that other bullshit with yet another person. So then, in that conversation with the adjuster is where I found out that the collision center that was fixing the car lied to me about when the car was supposed to be finished. They do that so they can seem like they gave the car back early. Because the adjuster, when I was getting on the phone with him, he was like, yeah, because I told him, I'm like, my contract, one of the issues that the first Enterprise had was the contract was a 1-day fucking contract. And he was like, no, that's not an issue. You don't need to worry about it. I said, yeah, they explained that to me that they messed up. But yeah, I was like, I don't know how long I have. And he was like, well, right now we have you out to the 28th, which is when your car is scheduled to be returned. Question. How would they know when the car is scheduled? They haven't seen the car.
How would they know?
They would know because the collision center told them. And they're not going to tell them the wrong date. They're not going to tell Geico the wrong date. They're going to tell me the wrong date so that it could seem like they finished up faster than they really were supposed to. No, motherfucker. So I'm like, I'm just going to deal with the car that I have. I'm not even going to worry about trying to swap it out no more.
I don't blame you.
The day before, no, it was Wednesday. No, I can't remember which actual day it was, but I got my car back, I think on a Friday or whatever, and I got an update from the collision center talking about, oh, good news, your car is going to be ready early, such and such date. All right. Then the next day, oh, your car is going to be ready on the 28th. Exactly the date that you gave the insurance company. Interesting. It's funny how that works out.
Wow.
So that was Friday. Friday morning. They wait, was it Friday? What date was that? What day was that? I got my car back on the 26th. I got my car on the 26th. Yeah, and they called me the morning of the 26th. It was like, hey, your car's ready. It's all right, cool. What time y'all close? Because it was the day before Thanksgiving. And they was like, no, we close right on time. Close at 6 p.m. I bet. So at the work, I came home, waited for Christy to get off. She followed me to the Enterprise to drop the car off. I go to do my drop off. I go inside, let them know I'm coming to drop the car off. Young lady comes out to help me. She inspects the car, did blah, 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 did all that. I wasn't even going to say shit. Everybody in that business that day were people that I had not seen yet. So I'm not upset with any of them. And the people I dealt with to that point, I ain't getting none of their names because it ain't that fucking serious. I don't care to snitch on you. I just want my shit to be taken care of.
Nah, I feel you.
So when she finishes the inspection of the car, she was like, how was your service? I said, oh, terrible. She was like, Terrible? I said, yes, absolutely terrible. She was like, do you know who was helping you? I said, no, I ain't get no names. She was like, all right, well, terrible can't stand. Come back in here with me. So she takes me to the manager. She tells the manager, she's like, yeah, he said that his experience with us was terrible, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. And he asked me, he was like, do you know who? I said, no, I don't know names. I didn't ask for anybody's names. He asked me what happened. I explained to him what happened. He said, oh, well, this cannot stand. He said, this is an insurance rental. If it was a commercial rental, I would generally give you, a decent portion of your money back. But since it was an insurance rental, I can't do that. He said, what I can do for you is I'll give you a 20% discount on your next rental. I'm like, oh, okay. That could potentially come in. I don't rent cars that often, but whenever a nigga need to rent a car, I got this little discount. Yeah. He's like, yeah, so she's going to go ahead and close you out. She's going to write your email down, and she's going to send you the email with the discount code. I get home, I get the email. It's not 20% off. It's 25% off. So, net win. Can't be mad about that one. Yeah. After we left there, she took me to get my car. Got my car, no issues. Literally walked in. Hey, I'm here for the 2016 Camry. It's like, oh, all right. You don't got no copay. All right, here you go. Gave me the keys, gave me the paperwork. All right, have a good day. Bet. Dip out. Get in the car. Car feels great. Looks great. Came home. No issues. Again, that all that damage was worth $6,100. But I ain't had to pay none of it, so
yeah.
So fuck that. So that was that. The reason that we didn't have the show Saturday was because I had a baby shower that started much earlier than I anticipated that it did. And the only reason I realized this was because Chrissy asked me, like Tuesday. She was like, what time is Chrissy's baby shower? I'm like, I don't know. Let me look at this event. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. 2. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do the show.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to do the show.
So yeah. I had to quickly go and create that graphic. I love doing that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Facts.
Like, I love doing that shit.
Facts. So that was that. The baby shower was. I mean, it was a baby shower. It was cool.
How long did it last?
I think it was a 4-hour joint, but it didn't start. It started late.
Of course it did.
Listen. We black.
Of course it did.
We black. But it's interesting. I would like to know what happened in this particular situation because her and her baby's father is supposed to be late, right? They're supposed to show up after things get started.
Yeah.
So obviously that part. But it seemed like the people that were setting up were even setting up late. Like we got there, it was supposed to start at 1. Mm-hmm. We got inside at like 1:10, 1:15 or something like that. And the people setting up were still setting up. So I wonder what happened with that. Yeah, like that. Generally, if the shit is late just because niggas ain't get there yet.
Right.
But the people setting up were still setting up after the thing was supposed to start. Whatever. Not the point.
I only know about most of that hearsay. I've only been to one baby.
I mean, yeah, traditionally baby showers aren't really for guys.
Yeah.
But I'm not a traditionalist in any way, shape, or form. So I don't really care about that shit.
Did you take any pictures?
No. So, and I was going to fuss at her about that because why the fuck is there nobody walking around taking pictures? But I was a photographer. He was just late too. he was just late too.
Everybody's on island time,
nigga.
Everybody's on island time.
So I'm like, oh well, shit. Apparently, he's the friend of the baby's father. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like,
Yes.
he seemed, I don't know, he seemed like he was doing a lot of waiting for pictures to happen rather
Oh,
than
so he
taking
wasn't
pictures.
grabbing any candidates, anything.
That's what I ain't had my eye on him the whole time.
That's true. So you could have missed some. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
but from when I did see him, it seemed because they had a backdrop up for people to take pictures, and it seemed like he just sat by that. And anytime anybody went to do that, take their own pictures with their phone, he jumped in and grabbed a picture with the camera.
Oh
Not my style, but hey, listen.
no, listen. Uh, who am I to judge?
Right.
All we know, he got a shit ton that we didn't.
That
Nobody
part.
saw, but
And I'm sure the pictures that he got were good pictures.
well, yeah.
I'm
Did
not
you
worried
notice
about
what kind of camera he had?
it. It was a real camera. That's all I know. It was a real camera. He had a flash.
Okay.
It might have been a Sony. It might have been a Sony. I'm not 100% sure on that one though. But yeah, it was an actual camera. So once I saw that, I was like, all right, cool.
How big was the place? So it was somebody's house, right?
No, it was a hall, but it's not that big of a hall. I think it holds like maybe 100 people.
Okay.
So not huge, but not tiny.
Smaller than the ballroom you had at your wedding.
Oh yeah, definitely smaller than that. Yeah, definitely smaller than that. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm sure he did a good. I'm sure he did a good job with the pictures themselves. It's
Right.
just that his particular time and feel about when to take pictures.
I'm laughing at Ryan. Ain't no Nikon, but
I
don't think I've ever used a Nikon.
Nah, never. So that was that. I mean, the baby shower was nice. There are a bunch of strange connections between us and this little girl.
Really?
Well, her mother, I was friends with since I was 3.
Okay.
That's one thing.
This nigga said 3.
Yes.
I don't think I had any friends at 3 except for my brother and probably my sister. Maybe cousins.
Yeah. Since 3.
Damn.
That's where the family thing came from. Like we were cousins until like middle school. Then we were brother and sister.
Because all right, so I have people who we call each other cousins, but part of that is because at some point we was about to be. There was like one of my older cousin was about to marry their older cousin. I'm probably 5.
Yeah.
Some shit. But it never happened. They didn't get married.
Word.
But we was calling ourselves cousins, so it never stopped.
Yeah. I mean, I have a similar reverse of that. My uncle married a lady who had kids, so they were my cousins, and they got divorced, and they still are my cousins.
Right, of course.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
These people, I don't know. I was a kid, so I don't know what the breakup
was.
Yeah.
Right? Shit, me neither.
I know that we just called each other cousins for years, and to this day on Facebook, when he's promised us, hey yo, cuzzo. Like it.
Facts. 100%. What else? Oh, so Gigi's twin.
Her twin?
Actually works with the girl, my childhood best friend. So that's another connection.
Oh, shit.
And then Chrissy's dad's large brother is the older brother of the baby's father.
Wow.
Yeah, we found that out the day of the baby shower because...
Is this a Kevin Bacon thing?
I know, right? We found out the day of the baby shower because the two of them sitting there pregnant, wanted to take pictures together with the baby bumps in front of the
Yeah, I saw one of the pictures.
Yeah.
No,
I posted one.
Okay.
They wanted to take pictures of themselves in front of the backdrop, and as my wife is walking away, the guy yells out, "Chrissy!" Now, she ignores that because the other girl's name is Chrissy, and it's her baby shower. So, if you hear Chrissy, it's likely.
Yeah, it's going to be the Chrissy
Right.
who had the baby shower.
Yeah.
Right.
And no, he was calling my wife Kristen, not Christine. And yeah, turns out that's one of her father's lodge brothers.
Wow.
Funny enough, he's the guy that set up our fire stick.
Oh shit!
So yeah,
Baltimore's not that big, B.
Facts. All facts. Funny enough, in connection with that, this nigga went in labor this past week because she was supposed to. So she was supposed to get induced on like the 11th, not like the 8th or something like that, 8th or 9th, something like that. She went in for a routine checkup Wednesday. They kept her because she don't fucking listen and she won't sit down. She was still working, and she worked in the jail, and that's a lot of strenuous activity. So her fluids were low. So they were like, all right, nope, you ain't going nowhere. They sent her over to labor delivery for observation.
Right.
That was Wednesday. Thursday at 8 o'clock, they started to induce her. But this nigga was in labor from Thursday at 8 p.m. until shortly after the show started today.
Wow.
And now the baby is here. So, nigga, she was in labor from Thursday night to Saturday morning.
That's crazy.
That's insane. I texted her this morning. I'm like, yo, we got a baby or no? She's like, no.
Nah. I'm
like, dang. She was like, yeah, I'm sitting here stuck. No progress since last night. I'm like, dang. Hopefully this don't take that long. And then when I responded to her, she stopped responding. So I was like, oh, yeah, it probably started happening. And Gina's twin got a picture from, I'm sorry, both of them, the mother and the father of the baby, worked together with Gina's twin. So the father sent Gina's twin a picture of the baby. And yeah, the baby's here and healthy. So yeah, had that baby went into labor 12 days before she was supposed to get induced. So damn the due date. I don't even know when the due date was. She's supposed to get induced in about a week or so. Baby said, no.
We're doing this more important than money.
Baby was like, nah, bro. Nah, we gonna do something different over here.
He's like, listen, we doing this on my time.
Facts.
Not yours.
Yeah. Next. Thanksgiving. We went over Chrissy's mom's and dad's house. That's always a good time. And they always cook so much freaking food. Like, it's not just two of them that live there. And then just the two of us that are coming to eat dinner with them. So, like I said, that's always a good time. Good food, good company, good people, all that good shit. We were there, and then I was like, oh, we might as well, because they made enough to give to my parents. So I was like, oh, well, my mother's at work. We might as well go see her and take her plate and her food and stuff. So Chrissy said, all that food, they got to stop. So we, after we left there, we took my mother her food to work and sat there with her for a couple minutes. I came back here, chilled out. I had to work the next day, stupidly. I hate that shit. And I hate more so that we gotta go in. I don't necessarily hate that day. Because that day I don't really ever do much. Like because it's also usually a short day because they be like, there's no reason for us to be here. We're gonna close early.
Yeah, I mean, is it where you could have did that shit remotely?
That part, like, but technically, there's nothing for me to do remotely. So yeah, I much prefer them being open versus not open because I don't get my gas allowance if I don't physically show up. So
that's true.
Yeah, so that's that. And the rest of these 2 weeks, some of it has been baby stuff, baby watch. We have
Baby
something
watch,
for baby watch.
It's an effect.
Yeah, we went and had another anatomy scan for this little nigga. He is so. I don't know how many total pictures you need, right? But we went the first time and got all but 5, and then we went the next time and got all but 4 or something like that. The numbers aren't really important. But we went the first time and got all but like 5. And then the next time, out of those 5, we got like 1. Then the next time, out of that 5, we got like 4. So we only got one more picture to get.
Yo, all I know is Chrissy shared that one picture.
Mm-hmm.
That's James all over again.
This is what people keep saying, and I'm
ready to call the police.
I don't get involved in this person looks like that person discourse until it's egregious. Once somebody's being ridiculous with it, that's when I step in. Outside of that, I just leave it alone.
Listen,
like I know, like you can't tell. I know I look like my mother. I get that. I understand that wholeheartedly. I'm never going to argue with anybody that tells me I look like my mother.
But listen, I get it. However, when something is so
again, that's why I don't argue. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to argue that this baby don't look like me. It makes no sense. I'm also
babies though.
They change.
They change, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's part of the whole thing.
That ain't a human yet. Like,
yeah,
still fetus, baby, little fetal, yo.
Yeah, so like they change. Like even if you look at my daughter's baby pictures,
mm-hmm.
for a few early months, she looked like my baby picture.
Yeah.
She started looking like her mom.
Mm-hmm.
Then mine. Then her mom.
Mm-hmm.
Then as she gets older, she starts seeing her mom in her face, Then me, then her mom. Yeah. Then a combination. Mm-hmm. Then a grandmother. Some shit. Like that shit changed, bro.
That's how that shit go. And then on top of that, you have people who don't have good working eyes. And they say and they just say anything. Like, for instance,
I resemble that remark.
No, listen. I don't just mean people that need glasses though. I mean people who shit, like the connection between their eye and their brain don't work the way it's supposed to. Cause like if this baby come out light skinned, I promise you, they can have my whole entire face and somebody will say that he looks just like his mother. Like,
yeah.
Right. And that's a thing. And things like that, like also, I don't know if I told this story on here before. One of my good friends, when they found out that my stepfather is who he is, was like, "Oh, you look just like him," because apparently they didn't hear the step part in that sentence. So for months, you look just like him, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. I said, no, I don't. You only are saying this because you hear father and you've never seen my mother. These are the reasons why you think that. So, like, because of people like that and because of that whole he's light skinned, he looks like his mother.
That's not how that works.
That's not how that works. But there are legitimately people who will say, absolutely people, that if he come out his mother's complexion, will say he looks just like his mother.
You're right.
So because of people like that, I don't get involved unless it's egregious. Like,
it had never crossed my mind about just how annoying that is. until you just said that because I do remember being annoyed by some of it when Siobhan was just born and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, who cares?
That part.
The child's healthy.
Child's healthy. Got all their toes and fingers.
Yeah, like, who cares?
To quote the great Race to 5'9", target of race.
There are other reasons or other ways that a child might take after you. So
Sure.
if somebody says, well, the child looks like the mom. Like, say somebody looks at Siobhan, because Siobhan doesn't like her mom. She does. But she also looks like me.
Right.
It's that type of thing. But who cares? Who Siobhan act like? Right.
Hilarious.
Right. I'm just saying. Like, that's... I don't know, bro. I just think it's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a cool thing to talk about. Again, except for these people that are just egregiously wrong with the shit. Yeah. That's when I get annoyed.
No, just like I've had somebody even try that with me and Malik.
See,
like,
see,
I didn't get this
because you're susceptible to a suggestion. You understand the word father or dad, and you think that there's an actual blood tie. No, not necessarily. No, not necessarily. You could have just minded your business.
Yeah,
you could have. That was a choice, but you clearly waived that right. Chris, he said he already act like James, so that's enough facts.
That's enough.
Oh, I promise you that baby got ADHD. There's no way around it.
Listen, when that baby get here and gonna be bouncing off the walls and all that other shit, it won't matter at that point if he looks like James.
Facts.
What matters is he's gonna be annoying. I'm calling the cops. Oh, chaos. Oh my goodness. No, poor chaos.
No, listen, he will have earned whatever he gets. No, I don't feel sorry for chaos at all. He will have earned whatever he gets.
I knew he was gonna be ass. He had an ass face. Listen, I showing pictures of chaos. Like, oh yeah, I recognize that look. Yeah. I recognize that look at every male cat we ever had in this house. I recognize that look.
His name is his name.
Right.
Like,
my name is my name.
Yeah, we're not doing that. He is not an innocent victim in this. He's going to have earned anything that baby do to him. So
I think he was gonna be ass.
I mean, he's not terrible.
Don't be
wrong.
But
yeah, no, he's not.
He's not terrible.
Yeah, he's not really a bad cat. It's just that he be wilding sometimes. He be wilding sometimes. It's just what happens. There's no way. I got
one in the head knocking down trash cans.
And that's the thing. He's generally well behaved. Like, really, like 90% of the time, he be chilling. But that 10%, nigga, that 10% be a bit extreme.
Right.
Like, yo, what are you doing? Like, yesterday, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. We were in the living room chilling. And I think the TV wasn't on or something.
Right.
This little nigga was up here running a marathon. I don't know why. Yo, he was bumping into shit. He was sliding down walls. Like you hit. Yo, we were down here. You hear, and then you hear. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Yo, hey, calm down.
Bro, I'm telling you now, they get like that. Like, well, you've had cats before.
Yeah.
They get like that. They call them the zoomies. They be having the zoomies. Now, when Zora was alive, because she could like basically speak English and shit, she would be speaking whole paragraphs while she's doing that shit. What are you doing? What are you doing? And now these little bastards in here now, they do the same shit. They get to run it. But the difference is when Zora got the zoomies, she wasn't chasing nobody. They be chasing each other. So now it's two of them motherfuckers running around here, bouncing off the walls and shit, knocking down shit. Oh, and the knockdown shit is the craziest. Like, they don't listen. You gotta say, cause he not about that. He not about that thug life. Yes, he is. I watched him get on top of this thing had nothing to do with It wasn't in his way. None of that shit. I seen him get on top of something, look at it, and just go.
So that is one thing that Chaos doesn't do, right? He doesn't do that shit where you're looking at him and he looks at you and he just knocks some shit down. Yeah, he don't do that. I will give him that credit. He does not do that. But he does knock random shit down by mistake. Like,
yes.
And it's like it just started. Like a month or so.
Yeah, that age now.
Yeah. It's like a month ago. I was, because where I sit on the couch usually, the coffee table is right in front of me. And whenever I have a beverage, I tend to have the cup on the coffee table.
Right.
Never had been an issue before. So I never thought twice about it. This particular day, he's at my feet. He's rubbing up against my legs and shit. And I turn my head for a second. Next thing I know, he's knocked my cup off of the coffee table. Luckily, it was something light. It was like Sprite or some shit like that. I don't remember.
Right.
But, nigga. And he didn't do it on purpose. He did it with his tail. He just so happened to turn around and I was like, all right, that's the first time he's ever done that.
Did he look at it?
No, he dipped because he got wet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, he dipped. He was upset with himself for a little bit. And again, he had never did that before, so I didn't think twice. And then like the next couple of days, there was something else that wasn't an issue to fall or nothing, but it was I think it was my phone,
right,
or something. No, it wasn't nothing that heavy. It was something else in that same spot, and he came over, same shit he usually do, rubbing against my legs and shit, and he knocked that over. I'm like, yo, god damn, like, can you control your tail, my guy?
You don't want to.
Clearly, he was only concerned with getting pets.
That's it.
That's it. That's all that mattered to him at the moment.
Bro. Nothing else.
Nothing else. Not a single other thing.
They must be the shit. I gotta tell you. Pets must be the shit.
Nigga.
They are literally the currency of this house. These little motherfuckers. The pets. Like, what the fuck? I'm just doing this.
He's so fucking spoiled, yo. He's spoiled rotten.
How'd that happen?
I just don't.
How'd that happen?
Listen, because I'll tell you exactly how it happens. Because I like kittens.
They don't stay kittens.
They don't stay kittens.
Yeah.
And now that he is basically in his full-grown body, that's a big motherfucker. I don't be wanting. Like, here's the thing. He maintains that he does not like being held. Like, I can hold him, and I can pretty much do whatever. Like,
right.
I like if I see him eating something, I can literally hold his mouth open and reach in and pull, like, with no problem. He doesn't try to bite me, scratch me, any of that shit.
And he won't.
Yeah.
And he won't.
But he maintains he does not like being held. I can hold him without petting him at all, unless he's like in super clingy mode. I can maybe hold him for like 5 seconds. And then he starts squirming and shit, like, let me out this bitch.
I really wish Superfly would get some of that in him. Because he's grown. Mm-hmm. And yet he still will try to raise up on the rear legs to get you to pick his ass up. And we used to think that was cute when Chaka would do it and Chaka would do it.
Right.
But he's annoying. And now everybody can't do it.
Sure.
Like for whatever reason he doesn't let my mother-in-law, even though that's really her cat.
Mm-hmm.
We have him because her.
Yeah.
Because we lost JB. She everybody house missed JB. We need another. We really didn't.
Yep. Hilarious.
We really didn't. But because one, these have different personalities.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they look alike don't mean they're going to act alike.
Absolutely.
And that is 100% what this is.
I just had to tell somebody that, like, every cat has a different personality.
Yeah, they're not the same. And like JB was for all intent and purpose a family cat.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, I'll belong somewhere, niggas. I don't know where the rest of you little strays out here belong, but I belong somewhere.
Facts.
To the point where if you took his collar off to put a new collar on him, he started getting this body language like he was being demoted. Like I ain't part of this. What the fuck? Like, and every kitten that came in, he basically took care of when they came in. Like, he basically took care of. And the only reason why he couldn't finish take care of Maya because he was on his last leg. He had a tumor in his stomach and he wasn't feeling good. And that's the first time, he actually started pushing, like, get the fuck away from me, whatever. His cats is like that, man. Fuck away from me. But other than that, he was a fucking family cat. Yeah, Superfly is just a fucking force of nature. Like, he has his picks. Like, he loves Siobhan. I think Siobhan is his person. He loves Siobhan, right? And he will allow me to pick him up. He will allow Siobhan to. She can walk all over the house, all over every place in the house with him in her arm like this. He just gonna stand there like with his paws crossed, like
hilarious.
That shit, right? But he is definitely not. He's not what JB was.
Yeah,
because they have different personalities. It's like what I did see is how very similar certain traits were for certain breeds.
Sure,
Siamese have similar traits. They may have different personalities, but they have similar traits. Shaka was very aggressive. He was very aggressive. But he still had, him and T'Challa had very similar fucking traits.
Right.
Smart. They pick a person, and that's their person. Other people can get a pet off on them and do it every now and then, but no. They check around to see where their person is. Like,
right.
Are you in there? Well, I'm over here then. I'm sitting right here.
Facts.
Like, that's something that I've seen with both of the Siamese, but T'Challa wasn't nearly as aggressive to the other cats in this house as Shaka was. Where T'Challa's aggression showed was at the vet. And listen, they told my wife, don't you ever.
Yep.
He is banned.
Hilarious.
From coming to the. I was like, I tried to warn him like this. I said, listen, we be getting away with a lot of shit because we family.
Right.
And even with that, like, he would growl, like he would do that little guttural growl at Yetta or Malik when they tried to cut his nails or do some shit like that, right? He would get this little guttural growl. He would never do that with me. Never. Because I was his person. He would never do that with me, right? But inside that veterinarian, they said
raise hell.
He bit the shit out of a couple of techs.
Yo,
got loose from the carrier thing. They had to get him, and he wanted to make it easy for him. Like, it's like he was ass, and he's like, you can't bring him back here.
Right,
you cannot bring him back here.
That happened to one of my mother's cats. And the crazy thing is, she wasn't even really that aggressive. But at the vet,
right.
She wasn't having that shit. Wasn't having that shit at all. Ryan said, I feel like that's most cats, 4 to 5 seconds of pets before you get kitty mode. See, no, not with Chaos. That 3 to 4 seconds is if I'm holding him and not petting him.
Yeah.
If I'm petting him, he will stay for the pets.
That's literally every cat in this goddamn house. Like, as long as you pet, they're gonna stay there for the pet.
Yeah, he's gonna stay for the pet.
They're gonna stay there for the pet.
Like, he stopped this because I've stopped allowing it. But up until like a month ago, whenever I come out of the shower in the morning, he will literally come in the room and he will wait for me to pick him up.
Yeah.
So I can put him on the bed and I can pet him. Like, literally, I would literally pick him up and then lay him in my arms, and then lay on the bed and pet him. Yeah. Like, and that would last for like a good 5 minutes. Like, legitimately. Again, I've stopped doing it in the mornings because when we rearranged the room is when I stopped doing it. Because I figured that was a change, so we can go ahead and try to make this other change. And it hasn't had a crazy consequence. Like, he'll still come follow me, but before he would not jump on the bed. unless I grabbed him.
Yeah.
Now he'll come jump on the bed eventually because I guess he doesn't feel like I'm paying him attention. I don't know, but
that's part of it. That's part of it. And I have an understanding of them only because I lived with them for so long.
Yeah.
And of course, I always seek to understand some shit that I don't know. So I would look up some shit about how they communicate.
Yeah.
That sort of shit, right? So I have noticed that especially with Superfly, if you Maya used to do this too, but say they are in the furthest part of the basement. So if you come out the bathroom and they're right there, they will expect you to pick them up and walk all the way around to where the steps go leading upstairs and drop them off on the cat tree.
That's hilarious.
That's their shit. That's their shit. Hey, I need a taxi. I'm waiting for Uber. You over here? It's so annoying.
Put me in my place, literally.
Oh, I'll put them in their place.
All right, no,
hey, look,
no.
Listen, I have
not like that. Not like
them
this.
on the schedule.
Not like this.
See these right here? I had them on the schedule. 10 p.m. They gotta get the fuck up out of my.
Oh, sure, that's fine. No, I'm not arguing against that.
Go, get out.
Well, Chaos has us on the schedule. When we go upstairs and go to bed, he wants to play hide and seek.
Of course,
it took me a while to realize that's what was happening.
Yeah.
Initially, I thought that he just wanted to be in the room with us because we closed the door and they don't like closed doors.
They don't like closed
doors. That's what I initially thought, but that's not what it is. He wants to play hide and seek. He will literally, when he senses that we're about to go upstairs for the night, no matter where he is, he will run up into the room, but he'll run under the bed.
Right.
And again, I thought that it was he knew we couldn't get him if he was under the bed, so he wanted to be in the room. No, because I noticed that every now and then, this nigga would run into what used to be his room and run under the futon. And I'm like chase me, man. You wanna play right now. That's what
that's what it is.
And the other reason that made me realize it was he started because I started not caring. Like when I would come upstairs and run in the room under the bed, I would just get in the bed and leave the door open. Right. And usually within 5 to 10 minutes, he would just walk out on his own. And that's when I started like, all right, maybe it's not the being in here part.
So wait a minute, what does he do all night? Like when y'all
I don't fucking know. If we are able to come upstairs and close the door, we don't hear from him until the morning, normally. Every now and then, like a couple hours early, he'll do that crying at the door thing, but not often at all. Like these days, when I get up and come out of the room, he is laying in the hallway chilling. Like in some way, or he'll be in what used to be his room, which is now the nursery.
Right.
Just chilling. Like even because there was a point in time where when you get up in the morning, you open the door, he runs in the room. He don't do that shit really now. Like you open the door, he'll look up and acknowledge you, and then go back to what he was doing. He laying down chilling.
Right.
So I have no idea what he does when we're asleep. But a part of that also is that since we've been trying to get him used to it, the basement door is open.
Right.
And he likes going in the basement.
Right.
So I would argue that probably now, most of the time at night, he spends some of the time in the basement. Yeah. I'm fairly certain.
I, for the life of me, don't understand what the appeal is for them being down here. First of all,
it's cooler.
Okay, that could be it. But so we got windows down here, we do. But these aren't windows that I feel like have the best view of what the fuck is going on around the house. Whereas when you go upstairs, there's a literal couch right there near all of the windows, that has the best view of the entire neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right. So you got the comfort. You got your favorite television show is on outside. You know what I'm saying? Like You got food and you got drink up there. Now you got drink down here, but you don't have food down here. I just feel like upstairs should be the biggest appeal.
You would think so.
But like my wife said, now we're down here. Siobhan spends most of her time down here.
Well, so, yeah, then that's why they want to be around y'all niggas.
Listen,
hey, what y'all niggas getting into?
Getting in nothing. Most of the time, I'm sitting behind my desk.
Okay,
and they not allowed behind here.
Sure, but they still want. They still like like Grace said. They still want to put eyes on you.
Yeah,
they still want to put eyes on you.
No, I would like them to put their asses upstairs.
Well, sure, I understand that.
Upstairs.
Yeah, Cressy said because I get up about 5 times a night now, he's always asleep, either in the cat tree or in the nursery. Yeah, like he just be chilling. I don't like. I think I have the only cat in the world that actually sleeps at night.
At night, yeah. Nocturnal and shit.
Yeah, like he still gets his 18 hours in, throughout the day. Throughout the day, he'll be napping and whatnot. But no, he actually does. From all observation that I could actually observe, he actually does get some sleeping at night.
Cindy says cats are like toddlers. Got to be up your butt all the time, and if they aren't,
hilarious.
You better find out what they get.
That's hilarious. Yeah. I mean, if a certain amount of time goes by and I don't hear that bell or I don't see him, like, yo, what Cam's doing?
Fuck is this nigga doing?
Where you at, my guy?
Yeah.
You doing something you don't supposed to be doing?
Up or you keep preoccupied with something.
I will say that probably better than any cat I've had, he is really good with the scratch pad and the scratch posts. He don't really scratch anything else for the most part. Like every now and then he'll scratch the carpet because that's where he happens to be. Like that's a thing that happens. But for the most part, he will find one of his scratch pads or one of his scratch posts whenever he wants to do that scratching shit.
These cats are terrible. No, sir, listen. Even the ones of them that don't do it as often, they still do it.
Yeah.
They're going to try to scratch something other than the 10 things we have around here.
Yo, that's
sanctioned for the scratch.
That's hilarious.
Come on, that's almost 2 apiece. Use those. Nope. Don't get twisted. Cleo and Maya will avail themselves of the things that are brought here for you to scratch.
Right.
But almost as many times as not, the couch, the rug, or my fucking cardboard boxes that I need to ship out shit.
Oh, nigga, yeah.
The fuck? I hate it.
So, you know how some people use catnip to get cats used to a particular thing when they bring it in the house?
Cats never get used to it around here.
Yo, well, Chaos doesn't know what catnip is. Like when he was a baby, we used it. Like when he first came.
Did it work for him? Because it usually don't work for them.
Yeah, it worked. But I want to say 5-6 months in, I stopped doing that shit completely. Like I don't use it for anything now, and he has no issue latching on to new things that are supposed to be his. He has no issue latching on to every fucking box that gets opened because it's something new. Like I don't know. I've always done the catnip thing
with it.
I don't know. I don't use it.
Yo, listen, these cats right here. Let me tell you something. They gonna get high, man.
Yeah,
because they got no job. Hey, they got nothing to do. Like they get when you ever push that. These motherfuckers are rolling around.
That's hilarious.
I'm
tempted to go get some just to give them some.
She gives them some every so often, like around the holidays or they ain't had it in a while. Get them high. Get paranoid and shit. Like, and it doesn't affect all cats because we have had a cat that was like, I don't know what the big deal is. But the rest of these motherfuckers.
Yo, let me find out you had a straight edge cat. What the fuck?
Straight edge, bro. He was like, I don't know what y'all niggas doing. Like, what is this? Damn, meth heads. What is this? Yo, they be acting crazy with it. Look wild. Listen,
yeah.
I've been around my fair share of drug addicts.
Mm-hmm. Same thing.
Either they lived in a neighborhood or they were family, right? This is different.
Oh.
Because, like, crack energize people.
Sure.
It's not like heroin. Heroin,
right.
Take them down. This is like crack on crack. With some, that shit is so crazy, bro. The way they act is crazy. And I almost feel like you doing something wrong, giving it to him. Like,
I mean, like, I can understand that line. Yeah, I can understand that you reaching that logical conclusion.
Yeah, like, yo, should we really be giving them this? Look at this little motherfuckers.
Yeah,
they getting high.
Yeah, I remember.
I didn't sell drugs for none of you niggas.
That's hilarious.
So why am I giving that?
I remember how all my other cats used to react to it. I don't. Not even. It wasn't even on purpose that I don't give him any. Right. It just I never did, and like
it was functional for you. It was about a function for it.
Yeah. And once I realized that he had the ability to lash on the shit without me needing it, what am I wasting my money for?
Like, it wasn't. He wasn't getting high recreationally.
Facts.
He wasn't getting high recreationally.
Like literally, if I get a package today, matter of fact, we just got a new vacuum cleaner. If that box makes its way into the living room, chaos will be inside of it.
Yeah. They do. Yo, if I fits, I sits.
Sex.
That's their bullshit.
Nigga, we had a box that was probably, if you put two of these next to each other, it was probably that big.
Right.
It was leaning. It was sitting across from our bedroom doorway, up against the banister thing.
Right.
He was sleeping in it every night. Inside of it, somehow. I know y'all haven't seen his full body in a while. This nigga is not small.
Big, yeah, he's big.
This nigga is too big for that box, but somehow he found a way to fit inside of that box to go to sleep.
Yo, they goofy. It's
craziest
like
thing.
We got the cat carrier in here. Maya, if you leave that cat carrier down and unzip, Maya will go in there.
Mm-hmm. Chaos will do that shit too.
Now take her outside the house in that carrier and put in the car. She caterwauling.
That's hilarious.
That's some bullshit. Ah! Yeah, I don't get it.
So funny enough, I don't have the issue with him. Now he doesn't like riding in the car, right? But he doesn't yell. Eventually he will. But like it'll have to be like a 20-minute ride.
Yeah, it has to be a long.
Eventually he'll start yelling and shit.
I don't really like this shit. Like I put up with it.
Right. Initially he just be chilling. He's like, all right, well, I guess we're here. And then
that's crazy.
15 to 17 minutes and meow. Meow. Like, yo, we are almost there. I promise you, my guy. We're almost there. Couple minutes, like 2-3 minutes.
I wonder what it is. I wonder if it's the fact that they are being restricted from movement because they can't go too far in the internet. They're getting claustrophobic. Or is it the actual motion of the vehicle?
I don't know. And the funniest thing about, not the last time, but the second time to last, is we took him to PetSmart to get groomed. Right? We took him there. I don't think he cried the entire time going there.
Right.
We get out. We take him inside. They take him to the back. He acts a fucking fool. They they were like, yeah, no, we were only able to clip one nail. Oh, shit. Okay. He's back in the carrier. Chilling, though. Like, he didn't just embarrass us in front of these fucking people. He's in the carrier chilling. Get him back in the car. He's chilling until we get to the property. We get to pull into the property. He starts crying. What is wrong with you?
I can't. The nail thing is right now. See, my wife has a pet grooming business.
Mm-hmm.
She hates grooming cats.
Because
the thing about grooming cats, unlike dogs, cats are buzzsaws.
Mm-hmm.
They have the ability to twist their shit all the way around here and catch you.
Mm-hmm.
And just, their little wriggly ass. And when they don't want to be touched, and when that fucking clippers, nah, B.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a cat with a fucked up temperament, that cat's gonna fuck you up in there.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna fuck you up.
Absolutely.
In there, right? So she don't do them anymore.
Funny enough, though, the vet can get them done. No sedation. The vet just happens to be like he hissed at him, and he don't hiss, but that was it. The vet was like, "All right, we're doing the exam, blah 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 blah." He hissed like once or twice in the exam,
right?
And he was like, "All right, we want to take him to the other room to get his nails clipped." Maybe 5 minutes, not even for real. Came back, and this little nigga was acting as if nothing had happened, nothing had gone wrong. But see, at PetSmart, it didn't work at all.
Yeah,
I don't know if certain people, the cat whisperer gene. I don't know.
Maybe, who knows? I just know that T'Challa was not with it.
I don't blame him.
I don't know you, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Don't touch me. Now, he knew people in high places. Apparently,
yeah.
The mayor of College Park lived down the street from me.
Mm.
When T'Challa was dead for maybe a month.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't at the time didn't even know he was a mayor of College Park. I didn't know. He comes up to the house. He said, "Hey, I found this on it was either on his porch or on his lawn or whatever. Whatever. It was one of T'Challa's collars."
Mm.
He's like, "I ain't seen him in a while." And mother-in-law was like, "Oh yes, he passed away. Like, oh, he's coming in and see me all the time." And that's the thing, the way he would do it. Like, he didn't want people to touch him.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were somebody that he was accustomed to seeing when he do his little travels, he would be just out of reach of you and sit there and watch. Like he used to do that to the some neighbors up the street. They'd be in the backyard doing whatever. He'd go back there, keep his distance, and just watch.
Mm-hmm.
But, next door there was bunch of college students. They probably still are because they use that as a campus house or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He would walk up, look at him, sit, and walk off. But touch him?
Oh no, it's not permitted.
You're going to get fucked up. You're going to get fucked up.
I did not give you consent.
Yeah.
And now you must pay for your insolence.
Right. I didn't go over there and touch you. Because cats do that. When they greet, they do the rub shit, right? I didn't do that. I'm just observing. I watch people. T'Challa was the watcher.
All right. So the last thing from my week is this damn comic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's been a lot of working. It's been a lot of my bad. Let me do the applause real quick. We made so much progress.
That's like an understatement. For real. That's like he's master of understatement.
There is already a short story done. And we got the test to see how it looks in Majesty.
Looks amazing.
And I'm working on the next short story. Ooh. We got a lot of extra world building stuff done. I want to stop with the world building so badly.
I know. Really, you want to get into the actually meat of these stories.
Yeah, but that's just not how things work. I can't help. Every time something comes up, we were the week before last. We were talking. Me and Gray were like, "All right, we're going to work on issue 1." And we started working on the issue, and he mentioned this scene, and I was like, "Oh, well, in this scene, if it's 4 of them, Well, why don't the other two do this? And then this. And then, oh, well, if they're going to do this, then I need to make characters like, I mean, to make them full, fleshed out, interesting, three-dimensional characters. All right, bet. I'll work on that. And then from that, I was like, all right, I made them characters. Oh, shit. But they're kids at first. All right, now I got to make them kids. Oh, okay. Well, this is what they would look like if all four of them were together. Let me go ahead and write a little short story just to see how that should go. Then after this week we were doing that, and I was showing him all that and blah. We got it in Majesty and blah 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 blah. I started working on the next one, and one of the characters was wearing a Yankees Dodgers jersey, and Gray was like, "We should probably have our own sports teams,
in-universe sports teams."
And I was like, "Okay." So now I have like 16 or 18 different sports teams. But like, it's just I can't help it.
It's world building, bro.
I can't help it. It's my most, I wouldn't even say favorite. It is the part of creating that comes most natural to me.
Mm-hmm.
Is world building and character building. If I have problems with anything, it's probably not going to be those two things.
It is what it is with that. Like I think for me, yes, world building, character construction, finding ways to actually connect them to the world. There, and yeah, I do that shit. But the one thing that's ass about me, is shut up, is that I do a lot of vibe writing, bro. Like I'll have one little, just maybe an idea, and I'll write that, whatever. Sometimes I won't even write it. Sometimes I'll just start messing around with some art stuff and go, okay, that's it. All right, they need to say something. And then before you know it, I got some dialogue right there. I got some dialogue. But for some reason, it works differently when I'm trying to like just plan out some shit.
Of course,
it always seems to work differently.
Yeah,
I do like the vibe right. I ain't gonna hold you. I get a lot of short stories done vibe right. You know,
I think that's the way for short stories, for real.
Yeah,
for short stories, it exercise. I mean, and it also helps to do short stories with your characters because it helps you learn them more. And this person wouldn't do this. This person
and develop
would
their
do
voice
this.
too.
Yeah,
that's the other thing. Somebody, I really appreciate the fact that our second letterer, after he had done issue 2, he said, one thing I love about this title is that each one of these characters had their own voice. So you'd be surprised how many books I've lettered where every character in the story basically sounds the same. They have the same whatever. So when here you had different, but that's because when I created them, a lot of that is, these personalities are baked in to their role, right? So yes, it's still my writing style, but they're speaking differently. Zilip doesn't speak the way Malik speaks. Right. Malik is very stoic, and at times, like he's stoic, but he also mentions a lot. He entwines a lot of his cultural references from the culture, right? From his culture, and I did that specifically because what's the purpose of having a unique alien culture if they still use the same catchphrases and shit as humans?
Facts.
That doesn't make sense to me. Like these beings are not from Earth. They're not even from the same universe. So it might be some things that's similar just for happenstance, but for the most part, I do want them to have other references. Like from their culture, not from our shit.
Right.
Things will be a little bit different. Once they finish their adventure here in a version of reality that's similar to ours, I pick up some stuff, right? When it's here, but then it makes sense. But before they had any contact with that shit, it just doesn't make sense for them to be coining the same phrases as humans would. It just don't make sense.
Facts. Yeah, you gotta differentiate in that way in some form of fashion.
And some characters I like writing. I generally like writing for. Like, I have my favorites. Like, well, I have their voice dialed in. Like, I already know how to come with this one, how they're going to deal with the situation, how they're going to express themselves on the situation, if they express themselves at all. Sometimes they may not say shit. Their actions are the way they express what the fuck happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I just like the fact that we are at a point now where we can get a lot of that shit off.
Right.
You know, it's not just the idea just floating around in your head until you can find a way to get it. Nah, you get the shit off. You can get it off.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the amount of progress that has been made.
Yeah.
With this shit is.
Y'all, I'm talking seriously. Like, so from the world building stuff, you and Gray been working on that now for a good minute. Just with the other stuff, just in the last couple of weeks, it's been just this huge 10x growth of a lot of that content. Yo, y'all should see half the shit I be saying. I get to them like, yo, what the fuck? Oh shit! Like, it's document after picture after document after panel after. Like, I like that shit though. I like that shit. Let me see this. It was so funny because when he did the sports team, the first jersey I saw, like, I put that shit on one of my cousins. Like, yo, it's his favorite team. It's his favorite.
Oh god!
You're lucky y'all from different universes. He be rocking.
Facts.
He'll be rocking that.
All facts. But yeah, this shit is absolutely amazing. It's really fun. And I can't wait till we get to the point where people can see.
No. But yo, when you guys get a chance, start your user profiles on the platform. We're gonna have a lot of shit for you.
Yeah.
Right, the day of launch, it's gonna be a lot of shit on that for you. Things that you hadn't seen before. You may have heard us reference it in the conversation or something, but it's gonna be a lot of stuff on it. It's gonna be a lot of stuff on it. Because one thing about what I want from Majestic is like the books themselves, that whole immersive, interactive experience. Yeah, we getting all of that. We're getting all of that because the platform allows us to do it. Somebody may ask a question, well, what writers are going to do it? What publishers are going to do all of that?
If nobody else, it'll be us.
We will. and I'm telling you, that's going to, in my opinion, have people gravitate to the Majestic profile, to the Majestic with our page, landing page with all the books stuff, because they know they're going to get more than just the story. They're going to get all this context, all this extra stuff. Like, yeah, I'm all with that.
Absolutely.
All with
100%. But that is it.
Yeah, so we want to thank all of you once again for joining us for another rousing edition of the Black Culture Geeks podcast. Please understand that there is always music. As much as I hate the music industry, there is always music. It's past music, it's present music, and it's future music. It's music from albums, it's music from singles, it's music from EPs, it's even background music for other content. It's always some goddamn music. It's soundtracks coming up for the characters and the stories and the shit. Like, it's always music. So stop over at your local Spotify, and pick up a copy or two. Right? go do that.
Thanks.
Also, don't forget the Metas and Mutants podcast with Super Side Guy and Hendrick. Check that out. And of course, Heard Through the Grapevine did a show recently.
Yeah, it did a special.
And guess who was on there?
I got roped into it. I had to go over there to help them execute their new setup. And
look good too.
Literally,
good.
while we were doing it, Gigi's like, "Oh, so you're here? You might as well be on the show." Wait, what? I had no idea what the topic was. I knew nothing.
It looked good though. The show looked good. Like, visually, it looked good.
Yeah. So I think they said they were going to do a Christmas episode.
Oh, okay. A very special episode of
basically. Yeah, I think that's what was said. I don't quote me on it, but
yeah, well, that's cool. That's cool. So if they do that, we'll let you guys know.
Absolutely.
So that you can go check it out. But go subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so that you can get notified for when they go live.
Yes,
that's always good too. And of course, there's MajesticComics.shop. We have our little Black Friday sale going on, 15% off physical copies. So go check those out if you haven't gotten them yet. And of course, don't forget BlackCultureGeeks.com. And our stores are on there. Go check out some merch over there. That would be highly appreciative of all of you.
Yeah.
And yeah. So for my man SPJ,
you,
I am Tombstone the Dead Man. And for the greater multi-world entertainment family, we are out.
Peace.